arms, you are beaten men. Your families at home have forgotten you. The Japanese army is invincible. That's lies, all lies. What kind of way is this to fight a war, you little bug?
Yeah, why don't you fight like men with bombs and bullets?
Oh, shut up. Don't you know when you're well off, bombs and bullets?
I can't stand it! I can't stand it, I tell you! Take it easy, Group. Don't let it get you down.
I can't help it. How can we have a decent crap game with all this stuff flying around?
Well, nice going, boys. I see you almost got this place looking shipshape.
What do they keep dropping these things for?
Yeah, don't they know we can't read? They'll call, come and get. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to wait till I call your name. Parker. Here. Well, that's the way you're supposed to do it. You wait till the guy calls your... Hey, Skip, want to try a piece of my wife's fruitcake?
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Christy. Boy, that's good. Hey, Fudge, you ought to get the recipe.
Yeah. Hey, here, Foods, try some. Oh, come on. Hey, want some fruitcake, Miss Parker?
Hey, fellas, you gotta hear this. She says, Dear Lester, I wish you wouldn't call me that. The Japanese souvenirs you sent caused a great deal of excitement, especially the flags. If you can send more of them, please do, as they are selling like hotcakes. Love, Mumsy.
Here, guys, get a load of this.
Remember? That's a girl.
Hey, fellas, you want to see a picture of my girl, Miyoshi?
We've seen that picture 100 times, Fuji. This is a brand new one.
Yeah, Fuji, take a look at it.
Hey, what's wrong with him?
I'll tell you what's wrong with him. How'd you guys like to be in his shoes? Prisoner of war, away from your own people, no mail from home. Beginning to get him down.
Yeah, and every time we have mail call, it gets worse.
Wish there was something we could do, Skip.
Yeah, if there was only some way we could get a letter through to Miyoshi, she'd be sure and answer him.
Why don't we just go down to the corner and mail it? There's a box there marked local, out of town, enemy.
Hold it. Now, Tinker may have something there.
Thanks, Skip.
Now, just exactly where do you guys mail all your letters?
Well, it's a base post office.
Right. And that's exactly where the Nips mail theirs.
No kidding. Shouldn't we tell Captain Binghamton?
Look, just supposing that we have Fuji write a letter to Miyoshi, huh? And then supposing we make a little sneak visit over to some Japanese-held island, like Molokai, and we just drop it in their mailbox.
Pardon my insubordination, sir, but have you flipped?
All right.
You guys are afraid? Why...
Wait a minute. No one said we're afraid.
Well, I think someone should.
That's a wild idea, but what do you say, fellas? For Fuji?
Only one thing, Skip. Let's keep this on the QT. Because if this leaks out, they'll have us all up for a gang Section 8.
Well, okay, gang, let's go find him.
All right, I'll go.
All my love. Fuji. Here, Skipper-san. Will you read it to the boys?
Oh, well, now, this is too personal, Fuji.
You better stick neck out for me. I like you to know what it says.
Well, okay, but my Japanese is a little bit rusty. My dear Miyoshi, although I am treated very well here, at night, in the loneliness of my hut, I think only of you. War is not a nice thing. It keeps two people who love each other far apart. Oh, my darling Miyoshi, how I miss you.
I think I'm allergic to something in here.
I think we read enough food.
Holy mackerel, Skip, it's Binghamton. He's just outside.
Beat it, Pooch. Come on, you're on. Come on, boy.
Attention!
Isn't it amazing, Carpenter, how they can stand so straight and be so crooked? At ease. Good day, McHale.
Good day, sir. Is there something we can do for you, sir? Just name it.
Don't tempt me. McHale, I hate to admit this, but I need your help. Show him the leaflet, Carpenter.
Yes, sir. Oh, is this one of those enemy leaflets, sir?
No, that's one that I wrote. I've decided to strike back at those sons of Fujiyama, and I want you to translate that into Japanese for me. I'm going to have it printed up, and then I'll have the Air Force boys drop it on the Japanese. What are you doing?
Oh, I salute you, sir. That's a great idea. Great idea.
Thank you. I'll knock it off. Let's get to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, what is that?
What, sir?
Well, let me see your hand. What do you got there? What are you men doing? You men are all going to get 60 days in the break for playing hide and seek with your commanding officer. Where is it? What have you... Oh, I can play, too. Pass it on. What are you doing? Don't be handing me. What is that?
Well, it's one, Roger.
Not that. I brought that in. That other thing. What is that? McHale, what's going on?
Well, you see, sir...
This is in Japanese.
Well, yes, sir. All right, men. He caught us. You see, sir, we had the same idea about striking back at the nip, sir. It's a propaganda leaflet that the boys and I wrote.
It is? I mean, it is. Of course it is. Why, he spent a lot of time on those little figures.
McHale, what does this so-called leaflet of yours say?
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to hear it, sir. It's yours is much better.
Read it.
Yes, sir. Hello out there in Warland.
I wrote that one. Read the other one.
Let this be a warning to you, sons of Nippon. The stars and stripes will sink the rising sun. So you might as well give up because there's no glory like old glory. And we have nothing to fear but fear itself. So through blood, sweat, and tears, we'll fight you on the beaches. We'll fight you in the cities. Be for victory and 3 cheers for the red, white, and blue.
Ray?
Hey, see, sir, it's pretty bad, isn't it?
Carpenter,
Sir?
what did you think of it?
I'm not sure, sir.
I think it's great.
I think it's great.
Yes, I do. It shows a lot of initiative, McHale. In fact, it's better than mine. We'll use yours instead of mine. No, Butch McHale. When you do something right, it ought to be acknowledged. Come on, Carpenter. We'll have copies of this made. McHale, you amaze me.
Gee, Skip, what are we gonna do now?
I don't know, but if anybody from headquarters gets a hold of that letter and can read that Japanese, it's sayonara, boys, in spades.
Captain Binghamton?
Yeah, what is it, McHale?
Well, sir, there's no need to bring those leaflets to the Air Force, sir. We'll distribute them.
How? We're going to pass them out on street corners?
Oh, well, no, sir. No, we just go to some Japanese-held island in the dark of the night and tiptoe around, leave our little handbills, drive the nips batty. And best of all, you won't have to share the credit with the flyboys.
Will wonders never cease? McHale with 2 good ideas in one day. Won't have to share the credit, huh?
No, sir.
We'll try it. We'll try it. Why don't you come up with something once in a while?
Bye-bye, Captain. Bye.
Well, just think, Poochie, in about 2 weeks, you'll have a letter from Miyoshi. Skip-san, you sure you want to go through with this?
Don't worry about a thing. Your letter's as good as mail, baby. And the only one who'll ever see those leaflets is Davy Jones.
Skip, stand there at 12 o'clock. It's Binghamton.
What's he want now? Go on, beat it, fool. Beat it.
What's all up?
Yeah, go on.
Now, McHale, I'm all ready. Let's get... what are you two apes gawking at? Didn't you ever see a fighting man before?
Coming with us, sir?
No, I'm dressed for trick or treat. Of course I'm going with you, McHale. I want to make sure that I get full credit for this brilliant idea of mine. Well, let's go. Shove off.
His idea?
Boy, what are we going to do now? We can't dump those leaflets overboard.
Yeah, not unless we dump Binghamton with him.
Yeah, boy, with that helmet, he seems like a rock. You can't do that.
All right, man, let's move out.
That way is east, sir.
I know which way east.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Skip, I feel kind of bad distributing Fuji's love letter like this. It's so personal.
Well, try and ditch him if you can. If you can't, Fuji will understand. And Grove, no souvenir hunting.
Oh, but Skip, Mom said send more flags.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Oh, don't forget, sir, they're a lot shorter than we are.
Good thinking, Grover.
that's their mailbox, all right.
Are you sure?
It's either that or they're voting.
Okay, get it over to that mailbox. We'll cover you. Take it easy now.
これはやっぱり日本に行くからな。そうよ。これから出すんか。はい、ここから入るからね。はい。
ヘミ、これ何か。
何したんだ、バケターが落としたろ。入れるよ、もうね。さっぱり。はい。
How about that? That's the greatest double play in history, Chuck. Tinker to Tojo to Miyoshi. Come on, let's get it.
Fuji letters play. That's great, Fuji, huh?
I don't know how to thank you all. You've made me very happy.
And Momsey's pretty tickled, too.
Aha!
Oh, sorry, Skip. I just couldn't resist it.
I'll resist you.
Hey, listen, Skip, we gotta decide who's gonna double for Fuji when we go back for that net mail call.
Well, that's all decided. I'm going.
All right,
okay, all right. Now, what do you heroes got in mind?
Well, Skip, as second in command, I feel it's my responsibility.
To go?
No, to come up with an idea.
Why don't we draw straws?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, okay. So we'll draw straws. Here. There we are. Now.
Short straw wins, huh, Skip?
Short straw wins. Short straw wins. There we go. Okay. There we are. Good. There you are, Chuck. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, now, guys, don't be nervous.
There's one for you. Easy now. One for you. Oh, no, not you. After all, you're prisoner of war. Remember? There you are, fellas. Ahead. Okay. All right, let's see who the lucky winner is now. Well, it looks like I got the short one, boys.
Oh, no, Skip. Mr. Parker's is shorter.
Hey, that's the first time I ever won anything.
All right, now, look, Chuck, I'm going to go anyway because I'm the only one who can speak Japanese here.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Skip. I won this fair and baby, and it's my square now. Square. Well, besides, Fuji can teach me all the Japanese I need to know. What do I have to say, Fuji?
When they call your name, you just say, 軍曹殿、手紙を受け取りに参りました。
Oh, that's simple. Good donuts. Taggy on your termite.
Oh, well, now that settles it. Look, I'm going on a mission.
No, now wait, Skip. I got plenty of time to learn it, and any nitwit could learn a simple thing like that in 2 weeks. Good donuts. Oh.
軍曹殿、手紙を受け取りに来ました。
See? He knows it. Good donut. Gunsadono. Torino. Torini. Kamish. Mish. Come on.
Oh, you never get it.
It's no good, Chuck. You just don't sound like a Japanese soldier.
Well, at least he looks the part. It's a perfect fit. Lucky I had his size in stock.
You guys quit worrying. I'll practice on the boat. I want to get that letter. neither rain nor sleet nor snow shall stay this courier from his appointed rounds.
How about bullets?
Yeah, why'd you have to bring that up? You guys quit worrying. Gruber, come on, now, let's go. Oh,
Parker-san, maybe this is all too dangerous.
huh? Now, look, I drew the short straw and I'm going. Now, will you quit worrying? Come on, you guys.
Tank, turn them over. Christie, stand by.
Good luck, Parker-san.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Skip, condition red. Here comes Binghamton.
Oh, for crying out loud. What's he want now? Come on, beat it, Foods, beat it. Come on, get aboard, fast.
What's all the excitement about? Just because Binghamton's coming,
Look at you. Come on, hurry up.
Captain. Well, McHale, today's the big day.
Yes, sir. Just getting ready to shove off, sir.
You sure you don't want me to go with you?
Well, it's like I explained to you, sir. We need as much room as possible for your prisoners.
Yeah, that's right. An extra prisoner could mean an extra strike. All right, let's get going.
Yes, sir. Sailor, let go forward there, will ya? All right, let go aft. Bye-bye, sir.
Good hunting, McHale. You know, there's only one thing about this whole operation that bothers me.
What's that, sir?
McHale.
Sir, he's being very cooperative.
Yeah, but McHale without an angle is like Betty Grable without her curves.
Sir, I'd hate that to happen to Miss Grable. She's one of my favorites. When I see her...
Knock it off. Let's go and have a drink to the success of the mission.
Oh, at the officers' club, sir?
No. McHale's hut. I mean, why pay retail when you can get it at the source? Good Lord. This place is a pigsty. I wonder where he keeps his private stock.
Oh, I wouldn't know, sir.
You wouldn't know, sir. Well, move some of these Japanese uniforms. Maybe you'll find it.
Yes, sir.
Japanese uniforms? What are Japanese uniforms doing here?
Oh, good heavens, sir, I wouldn't know about that.
You wouldn't know anything, would you? I think Betty Grable just got back in shape.
Sir?
I knew that McHale must be in cahoots with the Nips. He's the one that suggested going over to that island.
But, sir, that was to distribute the leaflets.
The leaflets that he wrote. Carpenter, we need a Japanese dictionary. We've got some translating to do. That isn't what McHale read to us, and he was lying.
Right, sir. I can't find all the words in the dictionary, sir, but look at this for yourself.
My darling, love, in my arms, adore you, love, I kiss your toes. That's obviously some kind of a code. You must be the biggest jerk in the Navy.
Oh, no, sir. I knew a couple of captains when I was going...
Shut up. Get me calm, please. I'm gonna have a surprise in store for Mikado McHale when he gets back. I kiss your toes. What a war.
Hey, that's it, Chuck. You remember what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I got it, Skip. Gona donuts, leg of Mary,
Chuck, there's still time to pull out if you want.
Don't worry about a thing, Skip. I'll make it. Oh, Skip. Dono. Egg mio to...
ミキオはい。軍曹ソナ手紙を受け取りに来ました。三菱すみはい。軍曹殿手紙を受け取りに来ました。中村ミキオ どうぞこのまんじゅうをね、はい、食べてください。これよこれよ、うまいのこれ。まずいないか。これよ、はよはよ。なんかたまんか。三菱住み。手紙横浜の彼女から。藤原武雄。Hey, bingo! Miyoshi came through. That's Fuji's letter.
Hey, we did it, Skip. We did it.
藤原武雄。藤原武雄。藤原武雄。Give me a rock. Give me a rock. 藤原武雄。藤原武雄。藤原武雄。
山道さんがこれ俺の彼女の写真やろ。ええやろ。
Guno doso take meal. Three Kamisha.
何したんや。気でも来るたんか。だけどな、お前の彼女の写真見せてくれやな。
また巻き。
お前どないしたんやお前。恥ずかしいのか。お前の女の子の写真見せてくれよ。
あ、そう。
Love, really や。ヤンキーよ、ヤンキーよ、ヤンキーよ、ヤンキー。Hey man, all right, let's get out of here.
Hey, what about my wallet?
Come on, let's go.
I'll get your lines over.
Hey, Skip, look. Oh, now don't worry. You just keep out of sight. I'll handle this. Go on.
Hi, Captain. Well, sir, we're back.
Knock off the small talk, McHale. Where are the prisoners? Where?
Well, sir, we didn't get any prisoners, but I can explain.
How you can explain it at your court-martial? You're under arrest. Seize him.
Arrest? What for?
Espionage. I had that little letter of yours translated. How much are they paying you, you turncoat? That love letter was a code, right?
Oh, knock it off, Captain. You don't understand.
Maybe the man from Comfleet will. He's due here. Oh, Captain Martin. Guard him.
Captain Binghamton, sir, this is Captain Martin of Comfleet Intelligence.
I know who he is. Been waiting for you, Captain.
Well, Captain, that leaflet caused quite a stir at headquarters.
I figured it would.
The Admiral wants the man responsible for it.
I've got him right here for you, sir. He's Commander Clinton McHale, and he's all yours.
McHale?
I do, sir.
Congratulations.
Congratulations?
Yeah? Congratulations.
Certainly. You gave the psychological warfare boys a lesson. Don't appeal to the mind, appeal to the heart. 20 nips have already surrendered carrying that love letter of yours.
They did, 20. It was a love letter.
I'd like to talk to you about some more of your ideas, McHale. You've become quite a hero up at Comfleet.
Oh, well, thank you very much, sir. We're just trying to do our part.
20. Why don't you lose some of that weight?
All right. I got one for Bell.
Here.
Christopher.
Yes, sir.
Edward. Beautiful. Ensign Charles Parker. Hey, is there a Takeo Fujiwara here?
軍曹殿、手紙を受け取りに来ました。
Go on, what does it say, Pooch?
Oh, this is terrible. She went and got married.
How do you like that? He went and got a Dear Fuji letter.
Hey, she sent me another picture.
Boy, after all we went through, and he's more unhappy than ever.
Oh, no. I'm too lucky to be unhappy.
Lucky?
Look how fat a girl can get in 2 years.
Look at this, fellas.
Sayonara, Miyoshi. Hey, Basil, let me see that picture of your girl. Hey.
Well, good luck, McHale. And remember now, the first PT outfit that scores at one of those new torpedoes will rate a headline in my weekly news bulletin.
Oh, thank you, Admiral. Boy, that would be a great honor for the boys.
You know, Admiral, that is a great little morale builder, that weekly news bulletin.
Yes, sir.
I've wanted to put one of those out on Terratupa myself. I've had my requisition in for a portable printing press like this for over 3 months.
Really? Well, it's a very relaxing hobby.
You know, I was wondering, Admiral, inasmuch as you will be out of the office for a few days on an inspection tour, and nobody will be using the press anyway, if perhaps I could,
Out of the question, Binghamton. I wouldn't part with this press if Admiral Nimitz asked for it.
Oh, I'm afraid you'd have to, sir. You see, Admiral Nimitz outranks you by almost 2 stripes.
Well, we'll be running along, Admiral. You coming, Captain?
wait a minute, McHale. I take one last little look here. Oh, my. That certainly is a beauty, isn't it, Admiral? This is the roller here.
Uh-huh.
The roller. And this is your type fount down here.
Yeah, that's
Admiral?
right.
Yeah. This must be, this must be the ink injector here.
Oh, no, sir. This is the ink injector. You knew that was the ink injector, didn't you?
Got a blotter?
Bye, Admiral, bye.
You call yourself a supply officer. According to these shipping manifests that I hold in my hand, my printing press arrived in Terratupa 3 days ago. Now, what I want to know...
Captain Binghamton, sir, you'll never guess what, sir.
Shut your blabber mouth. I'm trying to locate my printing press.
Well, that's just it, sir. You don't have to. I found it in the warehouse, and I brought it right over here, sir. It's right outside the door.
I don't care where it is. I'm telling you. Oh, it's outside the door? Well, don't just stand there. Bring.
Yes, sir.
He's bringing now. As for you, you put yourself on report.
Here it is, sir.
Oh, be careful, you nitwit. Don't break it. Don't you see it says fragile on there?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't take the time to read what it says. Does it say anything else?
Yes, it says other end up is what else it says.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, Carpenter, this is a red letter day for Terratupa. It's not every base has its own private printing press like the Admiral. It's not every officer that has an empty crate. What is it? What is that?
Sir, it couldn't just walk off by itself. It must have been stolen, sir.
Well, give the lieutenant an oak leaf cluster. Of course it's been stolen. What I want to know is what numbskull in his right mind would steal a printing press? Who?
Hello, sing, snip, serve. Here you go, mate. That's 20 bucks. Way to go.
I think the rest of your credit's good. Okay, mate. Who's next? Be a genuine war hero. Sink a destroyer for only 10 bucks. Cruisers 25. And don't forget the special on capturing nip prisoners. 3 for $5.
Hey, sir! Stash the press. Here comes the skipper.
I knew it was too good to be true. Okay, men. That's all for the day. Next edition, same time tomorrow. Scat. Stuff on.
Hi, Skip.
Howdy.
Well, what's going on, boys?
Just get a little sun.
You wouldn't be trying to put anything over on your old Uncle Dudley now, would you? What kind of a thing you got going here, boys?
That's eucalyptus.
Oh, really? Torpedo and Schultz wins Distinguished Flying Cross?
Hey, that's pretty good, especially for a guy in the submarine service.
All right, come on, out with it, boys. Where did you South Sea schlockmeisters get a printing press? And I want the truth.
Well, you might say we sort of borrowed it. From Captain Binghamton?
Of all the lame brain stunts, Don't you feather merchants realize that Binghamton won't take this lion down? He's been waiting for over a year to get this press. This press is gonna go back right now. Let's go.
Have a heart, Skip.
Don't pull on your commanding officer.
Skip, but we had a whole stack of back orders that already been paid for.
Please, Skip, let Tink stay behind and run off the back orders. And as soon as it gets dark, we'll sneak back to press. We promise.
Please?
Pretty please?
Well, all right, you eight balls, for this the last time.
He's a beautiful human being.
True.
Get your hands off.
But I was just...
Mouth shut. The only chance is to get McHale and his press grabbers by surprise. Move out.
Sir, look.
That's a beautiful sight, isn't it? One of McHale's deadbeats printing his own obituary. All right, stop the presses. You're under arrest.
Don't shoot, I surrender!
I caught you red-handed, didn't I? You're up to your grimy little elbows in it, aren't you? Where'd you get the printing press? Where?
Printing press?
Yes, the printing press.
Oh, you mean that press?
That was.
Oh, I found it on the beach this morning, sir.
Yeah, I'll bet it's floated up there on a lily pad, huh? All right, Horace Greeley, out with it. What's your story?
I'm innocent, sir. I never saw that machine before in my life.
You save that for the brig. All right, SP, you take this ink-stained wretch away and send out a searching party for the others.
What others? There ain't anybody here but me!
I think he was telling the truth, sir. There isn't anyone else in sight, and the 73 is gone.
Well, no matter, Carpenter. From now on, we divide and conquer, huh? We'll pick them off one at a time. And just take my little printing press here, put the first nail in McHale's coffin.
Oh, that's a brilliant strategy, sir. Sir, is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, go change your blouse or a disgrace.
Hi, Captain.
Oh, McHale, well, you're early. I didn't expect you for another, 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, well, I knew you'd be in a hurry to talk this over, sir, so we came right over. Yes, sir. Now, as Bell's commanding officer, I want you to know that I'll be more than willing to hand him all the punishment he deserves. Yes, sir.
Very generous of you, McHale. What did you have in mind?
Let's see now. Well, there's confinement to quarters and, extra duty. And, a cut in his beer ration. Yes, sir.
And we'll put him to bed without his supper for 90 days.
You'll send him to bed without his supper. I'm going to kill him one of these days, McHale. No deal. I waited too long to get my hands on one of your delinquents.
Oh, no, wait a minute, sir. Look, I know you and I don't always see eye to eye, but that's no reason to take it out on Tinker.
Oh, now, calm down, McHale. Ease off. I mean, do I look like the sort of a man that would railroad a poor innocent sailor? Don't answer that, Parker. Now, gentlemen, I want to be fair about this, and Machinist Bell is going to have a chance to get his say in tomorrow.
Oh.
The court-martial will be at 0900 hours.
Court-martial? For such a little thing? Well, Captain, you're going way overboard.
Little thing. It's grand larceny, that's what it is. Ought to be good for about 20 years. Don't get yourself excited, McHale. Everything is going to be fair and square. Won't it, Carpenter?
Oh, yes. We are going strictly by the book. Captain Binghamton is president of the court, and I am the trial counsel.
No stones unturned, Captain?
Well, except for my printing press, which is Exhibit A, a few eyewitnesses, a couple of officers on the court-martial board that owe me a couple of months' back pay, I would say that I've got a pretty tight case. Of course, a lot will depend on Machinist Bell's defense counsel. Won't it, Mr. Parker?
Mr. Parker? You mean Mr. Parker's going to have to defend Tinker? But you can't do this, sir.
Oh, can't I? You check your regulations. You check your congressman. It's all within my jurisdiction as president of the court.
Yeah, but sir, I mean, Your Honor. I mean, Captain, Your Honor, sir. But I don't know anything about law. I mean, I object.
I object. You can't object. You're just an ensign. Now get out of here, both of you, before I charge you with loitering.
Skip, how'd you make out, huh?
Skip, what's that? Admiral Rogers on the scramble phone?
Nah, no dice, boys. The Admiral's out of his office. He's out on an inspection tour. Just our luck. Our only chance to save Tinker.
No, wouldn't have done any good anyway. Binghamton's got enough on him to send him up for 20 years.
Not if I could get a hold of Admiral Rogers. If he knew about this court-martial, I bet you Tinker would get off with less than 20 days.
Hey, Skip!
Hiya, Counselor. How's it going?
Here, I got it, Skip. I found a precedent case that proves that Binghamton can't send Tinker up for 20 years.
Hey, let's
Let's have it.
Case of United States versus Seaman First Class James McGinnis, Portsmouth, 1837. Naval Board of Inquiry disallowed defense's plea to sentence Seaman McGinnis to 20 years at hard labor, and they hanged him. They hanged him. That's not as good as 20 years. I'll bone up.
All right, turn up, boy now.
It's 15 minutes before that court-martial starts.
Hey, Willie! Come up here.
You contact Comfleet yet?
Just signed off, Skip. Admiral Rogers still ain't back, but they said they'd give me a message the minute he does show up.
Well, Chuck, I guess it's up to you. We gotta stall that court-martial until we can get a hold of Admiral Rogers.
Good luck, Mr. Parker.
We'll be rooting for you. So long, Skip.
You mean so long, Tinker?
Relax. Maybe the Admiral will come through just like the Skip says.
Admiral, Schmadmiral. I wouldn't make book on Tinker's chances if we wait for him.
Well, now, you got a better idea?
It so happens I already have. It's 1,000 to 1 shot, but I figure we gotta settle for any kind of odds we can get.
Well, come on, Group. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
Come on.
All right. Remember that Jimmy Cagney movie we saw last week?
You mean the one where the mob switched murder weapons and the case was tossed out of court?
Right. Now, who says we can't do the same thing?
What are you talking about? First of all, we ain't got no murder, and then we ain't got no weapon.
Think, Thimblebrain. Think. The only thing Binghamton's got to make his case stick is that printing press, Exhibit A.
Oh, well, sure. Now, where are we going to find another press just like Binghamton's?
It just so happens Admiral Rogers has one right in his office. Gents, this is a time for greatness. We either got to think big or let Tinker take the rap for us. Now, what do you say?
I say it's a 2-hour trip each way, so let's get this floating bathtub cracking! Let's go!
Cast off all lines! Christy, take the wheel! Willie, get down there, fire up those engines! Comfleet, here we come! At last, my own command!
Good.
That should only take about 5 minutes, Elroy. I'll get the champagne chilling. Good morning, class. Good morning, Kramer. Lovely day for court-martial.
Now remember, Chuck, you gotta stall till we hear from the Admiral.
All right, order in the court. The court-martial will come to order.
I object.
Object to what? We haven't started yet.
Oh, well, yes. Well, as a counsel for the defense, I move that this trial be postponed.
Postpone the trial? What are you, till when? When?
Well, how about Easter? You see, the defendant's mother's a school teacher, and she can't fly here till vacation time.
Vacation time? You tell her to save it and visit her son on the rock pile. Now sit down, shut up. We're ready for you now, Elroy. Get a load of Elroy.
I can't stand him.
This court is convened by Captain Wallace B. Binghamton, Commander, United States Naval Base, Taratuba, in the case of the United States versus Bell, Harrison J., machinist mate first class, charged with the theft of printing press, serial number A777. Furthermore, it is additionally charged.
Don't overplay your part, Lieutenant. Just call your first witness. We're going to call our first witness now.
Will Captain Wallace Binghamton take the stand, please?
Oh, that's me. Excuse me.
Sir, would you state your name, rank, and serial number, please?
Yes, I would. I am Wallace B. Binghamton. I am a captain in the United States Naval Reserve, and let's not waste everybody's time. Let's just...
I object. Well, the witness only gave his middle initial, and we're entitled to know his full name.
You two-bit Perry Mason, you.
I beg pardon, sir, but counsel for the defense has the right to question, sir.
Keep out of this, McHale. The B stands for Burton. You just stop there or I'll clear the courtroom. You stand there like a ninny, you ninny. Ask me a question.
Yes, sir. Sir, would you please tell the board exactly what you saw on the afternoon of January the 11th?
Yes, I would. I saw that man using my printing press, which he obviously stole, and I say that makes him guilty, right?
Wrong! Captain, according to regulations, you can't sentence a man until defense has had its chance to present its side of the case, sir.
Absolutely. Sir, Your Honor, Captain, Your Honor, sir. You see, according to Article 11, subparagraph 21, it states here...
All right.
Yes, sir. No more questions. Your witness.
Now then, Captain Binghamton, where were you on the night of June 16th?
June 16th? This is the middle of January. What's that got to do with anything, you numbskull?
He objects, Your Honor. You can't call him a numbskull.
I'll call him anything I want to call him. And once we're out first from you, McHale, I'll have you up for contempt. Now, you get on with it, you defense counsel. You.
Now then, Captain Binghamton, you say you saw the accused with your printing press. But can a man with your eyesight be absolutely positive of what he sees?
Of course I'm positive. Where are my glasses? What happened to my glasses? What did you... Give me my glasses, you pickpocket!
Sure, it's me, Elroy.
Don't just stand there sputtering. Find my glasses. I don't have to put up with this sort of... Attention, everybody! Order!
Is that what you're looking for, sir?
McHale, are we the only ones here?
We're not quite.
Maintenance crew to pick up the Admiral's printing press. All right, men, step lively and grab it. Up to you, up to you.
What's wrong with the press?
Oh, time for the 10,000-word check. I've got to rotate the rollers, give her lube jobs, change the ink plugs. Take care of yourself. I like a man that's alert.
Now then, Machinist Bell, would you tell the court something about your poor, miserable, underprivileged childhood?
Oh, it was awful, sir. My father had no job. My mother had no food to cook, which was okay because we couldn't afford matches to light the fire. Then came the Depression.
Can I borrow your hanky, sir?
No! This is a court-martial, isn't this soap opera? I've heard enough from the accused. Enough, dismissed.
Well, sir,
You stand back, Ensign. You touch my glasses again, I'll clobber you a good lick. You get your soft sister out of here.
Yeah, come on, Sobby.
Will the counsel for the defense call the next witness, or shall we just get on with the sentencing?
No. We'll call a witness, sir. Mr. Parker requests permission to call Lieutenant Commander Quentin McHale.
Refused.
I object.
All right, just don't pay attention to anything he says. He's a bigger thief than the other thief.
Well, I'd watch my language if I were you, sir. Why, that statement could be construed as slander.
I object. What are you objecting about? I was the man that was insulted. I've got a good mind to see my lawyer.
Hey, that's a good idea, Skip. He ought to get... Hey, that's me. Look, Skip, it's an open and shut case. I can get you $100,000.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Well, how about 50,000?
Order! All right, we'll settle out of court for $25,000.
$25,000, do I hear 25.5? Go to your seat.
And I've always found Machinist Mate Bell to be not only loyal and honest, but a dedicated and devoted fighting man. But also...
This is sickening. You're dismissed, McHale. I'll see that your Boy Scout gets a merit badge right after we're through sentencing him, not dismissed. Let's vote. I say he's guilty.
Chuck, we still need time. Call Lieutenant Marshal.
Who's Lieutenant Marshal?
Just call Lieutenant Marshal.
Guess what? We're going to call Lieutenant Marshal. Lieutenant Marshal!
Get on with it. Introduce your witness.
Oh, Lieutenant Marshal, this is Wally Binghamton. Wally, I'd like to meet Lieutenant Marshal.
John, I could just scream.
Are you sure this thing's gonna work, Gruber?
It's got to. How else can we clear the courtroom to make the switch? Verge, are you ready?
All set.
Beautiful. All right, men, get ready for battle. Willie, you make with the kamikazes. Christy, grind out that siren. Hap, hit that 50. Okay, go!
Air raid! Air raid! Hit the shelter! Air raid! Air raid! Everybody take their shelter! Let's go!
Sir, request permission to recess until after the war.
Hey, fellas. Hey, that's funny. I don't see any plane.
What? You can't see him? You need glasses. Hey, see me at sick bay in the morning. Let's go, Bert.
Let's get the patient out of here. Right, Doctor.
Hey, where you been? Out knocking a few holes in the captain's airtight alibi. What?
Order! Order in the...
Be seated, gentlemen. Excuse the interruption, Captain, but after certain urgent communications, I understand that there may be a grave miscarriage of justice going on here.
A miscarriage of justice? Oh, no, sir. I'm just court-martialing a common thief. But one look at the evidence, you'll see I'm right, sir.
Permission to address the court, sir? I think I can explain all this, Admiral. You see, Captain Binghamton here is under the mistaken belief that machinist-mate Bell stole his printing press, when actually it isn't his at all.
I object. What do you mean it isn't mine? You're in contempt. I don't know my own property when I see it, shouldn't I?
Are you sure, Captain? Beyond any shadow of a doubt?
Well, of course I'm sure. There isn't a chance in the world that this isn't my property. You can see for yourself. It's all here in black and white property of Captain...
You were saying, Captain?
I am taking the property
Well, this is my machine. Release the prisoner. Well, Binghamton, if you ask me, we have the wrong thief on trial.
I'm surprised at you, Captain.
I'm a little shook up myself.
You've got to come up with some answers fast, or the next court-martial you hold will be your own.
Don't you worry about a thing, sir. If we come up with the right kind of retainer, why, I'm sure Mr. Parker will be glad to handle your case, sir.
All right, Captain. I think we can squeeze it in.
Captain. Captain, I've got a present for you. It's something Tinkerbell found on the beach this morning.
I'm always wary of sneaks bearing gifts. What is it?
Come on, Captain. Wait a minute. Here. Come on in, boys. Bring it right in here. Wait till you see this thing. Huh?
Property of Captain Binghamton. That's my printing press. I've got you red-handed right now. You're under arrest.
No, you can't, sir. You see, you have no grounds. Tinker's already been acquitted. Besides, you can't try a man twice for the same crime.
Get out of here, all of you. Get out of here.
Oh, but Captain.
Out!
Remember, sir, a blot, don't rub.
A civilian woman here on Taratupa?
Yes, sir. She was aboard the transport plane that made that emergency landing here this morning, and, sir, they'll need 3 days for repairs.
3 days. well. Tell me, what does she look like?
Oh, just terrific, sir. One of those new C-51s.
Not the plane, you idiot, the woman.
Oh, the woman. Yes, sir. Well, she's about your height, sir.
Oh, big woman.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, and very attractive, sir. Captain. Her name's Kate O'Hara.
Kate O'Hara.
I'll take you home again, Kathleen.
Sir, but I think there's one thing you should know.
Oh, never mind what you think. Now, where should I be finding this fair Colleen?
Well, sir, she's right outside the door. She's right outside the door, sir.
Does she know? Well, faith and begorra. I'll just be fetching her myself.
Oh, good luck, sir.
Come on, little Joe! Hiya, honey. Pull up your wallet and join the fun.
Yes, I see. Oh. Thank you very much, Lieutenant. That was your pilot, Miss O'Hara.
Oh, loosen up and call me Kate. Kalani Kate.
Kalani Kate. Now, you listen to me, Miss O'Hara. He informs me that you're being evacuated to Australia by urgent order of the MPs on Bora Bora.
Oh, a bunch of old fuddies. You see, I had this little cafe, Kalani Kate's, the friendliest saloon on the island.
Yes, it was so friendly, they had to have it burnt to the ground. Now, you listen to me. I intend to see that you behave yourself while you're here and stop flicking ashes on my desk.
Okay, honey.
And don't call me honey. I'm going to assign you to the nurses area while you are here. They will supply whatever companionship you might feel you need.
You got male nurses?
You are to have nothing, repeat, nothing to do with the men on this base.
Okay, all right.
And furthermore, I expect
Beep Jack in a jiff, honey.
Miss O'Hara.
McHale, baby!
Kalani Kate! Hey!
Sir, they seem to be old friends.
Yes, they probably served time together. Follow me.
Hey, you guys, I want you to meet an old pal of mine, Kalani Kate.
Hi, Kate. Oh, say, Clint, you old sick dog. It sure is good to see you.
Yeah, how about that?
Miss O'Hara.
What do you want, honey?
Don't call me honey.
Oh, whatever you want, sugar.
Lieutenant Carpenter will escort you to the nurses area. The rest of this base is off limits.
Off limits? What did I do?
Oh, now, Captain, aren't you going a little bit overboard?
Yeah, after all, just because she called you honey.
Shut up. Carpenter, take that away.
Oh, Quinn.
Now, he calls the shots around here.
Well, that's what I like to give him, a good shot.
Please.
Yeah, okay. You won't be seeing him. Hell, you keep away from her, and that's an order. I'm running a naval base here, not a friendship club.
Say that again.
Aye, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.
Think.
All right, none of that, Tinker. After all, he's still an officer.
Okay. Sir Fink.
Well, that's more like it.
Never mind, Skip. You'll figure out some way to see her again.
No. For once, Binghamton did me a good turn.
Oh, Skip, you can't pass up on a chick like that. It's un-American.
Hold it. Believe me, Kate's a great gal, but she just spells trouble, boys.
Such trouble we should all have.
All right, belay that, Willie. If Skipper wants to be out of his mind, that's his privilege. Sorry, Skip. Gotta take command sometimes.
All right, Chuck, you come on along with me, and the rest of you guys go over and draw your supplies, and we'll meet you back at the boat. Come on, let's go.
The skipper's been out here too long.
You're passing up on a chick
He's
like
flipped.
that.
He's gone island happy.
Don't worry, we'll straighten him out. Now, here's what we do. First, we gotta get the skipper out of the way.
Well, no, what you gotta do is always watch those shoals that are...
Hi, baby. I'm here. Oh, you're a real doll. Sending the boys for me, Quint. That was a beautiful heist.
You mean my guys cooked all this up?
Now, wait a minute. You being here is a direct violation of Captain Binghamton's orders.
Fancy that, Sonny. Well, see you around.
Well, now, wait a minute. See here, I'm an ensign in the United States Navy.
It's been nice seeing you. Anchor's away.
Guess I'll wait outside, Skip.
What a spread, baby, and all for me. Oh, Quint, I could hug you for this.
Now, Kate, look, I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, now, Quint, you can't blame an old sweetie for being sentimental.
Oh, no, of course not. Now, give me back my wallet.
Just want to see if you still had my picture in it.
Plus, a few of some old presidents, huh? Yeah. You know, you're a whole lot faster than when I first met you.
Well, hello.
Hello, Missy.
Well, now, take off there.
Hello, Missy?
He's my Filipino houseboy, named Rodrigo.
He don't sound like a Rodrigo.
Champagne? Champagne?
How about that?
Comes with a blue plate special.
Get out of here, you miserable gypsies!
You're romantic, huh, Skip?
Get out!
Now, that was darn sweet.
Oh, yeah, they're just full of bright ideas.
Oh, your magic spell is everywhere. Oh, I knew you well and found you fair.
What in the Sam Hill?
You left me and I laughed at fate. Now I ask you to lay.
Ow! Any minute now we'll get the Rockettes.
Quint?
Yeah?
Quint, you know, you're a great guy. I mean, a really great guy. And, well, I was just wondering.
If you could put the bite on me. No thanks.
But, Quint, all I want is a measly $500.
Hey, condition red. Condition red, fire in the paint locker.
Fire in the what?
In the paint locker.
Is it the nips?
No, it's worse than that. It's old lead bottom.
What'd you say?
Sorry, sir. I was just telling the skip we ought to paint the boat. It sure looked great with a red bottom.
Yeah.
I'll red bottom you in a minute. Get out of here.
Yeah, well, no sense me hanging around.
McHale is operating again.
Captain, would you like a little bubbly, sir?
Grab a seat, honey.
I'm not going to grab anything, and don't you call me honey. I really got you this time, McHale, disobeying a direct order. And as for you, Miss O'Hara...
Now, ease off there, Captain. It is nothing so terrible. After all, Kate and I are old friends, and we're just having a bit of a reunion dinner.
Should old acquaintance be forgot?
Now, McHale, you know that I am not a harsh man.
Oh, I know that, sir. Yes, sir.
So this little reunion is only going to cost you a month's pay, and you're going to be under armed guard.
A month's pay?
Armed guard?
There seems to be an echo in here. Come on, you heard me. Out.
Cheers, Captain.
Sir, watch where you're going. You got one hole in your head. You want to try for two?
Oh, no, sir. One's fine enough. Oh, sir. This is from Admiral Rogers, sir, at Confleet, for your immediate attention.
All right. Read it to me.
It's a new directive, sir, regarding rotation. Personnel with over 24 months of combat duty are to be shipped home.
All right. Get out of my way.
Yes,
Get out of my way. 24 months. 24 months, and we'll ship... How many months has McHale been here?
Well, 25 months. But, sir, the...
No, but, sir, me. Not cutting his travel orders.
But, sir, the directive specifies...
Oh, Wally. This is your lucky day, boy. I'm finally free of McHale. I'm finally free. Life is beautiful. Life is gay. Carpenter, we're standstill. Oh, this is wonderful.
Sir, please, you're not as free as you think you are.
Why?
The directive clearly specifies that only married men are eligible.
Married men. That's better than ever. Don't you see what you... Married man?
Married.
And McHale? Here's a bachelor.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that dirty slacker.
But, sir, it was a very good thought.
Oh, the foul luck, Carpenter, just when I came so close. Oh, why couldn't McHale be stuck with a wife like the rest of us?
What respectable woman would have him, sir?
You're right. She'd have to be it.
You were saying, sir?
I should marry McHale?
Why not? You're made for each other. You said you're old sweethearts. I heard you say that. You said that.
Oh, sure, we had a few laughs together. But, what's come over you since last night?
Well, I admit I acted badly.
Like a solid gold louse. Come clean. What's in this for you?
Miss O'Hara, why don't you concentrate on what is in this for you?
For instance?
For instance, like $370 a month?
$370?
That's from your Uncle Sam. It's your monthly allotment check as McHale's wife.
Yeah, but I'm a saloon keeper. Who needs a husband around?
Well, who said anything about him being around? Don't you see? That's just it. You're going to be safe and sound in your own little saloon in Australia. He's going to be here. All you're marrying is a monthly allotment check for $370.
You know, you're right. Quint and I were made for each other.
And I was telling her all the time.
Welcome home, baby.
Miss O'Hara, you're back.
It's been nice seeing you again.
Yeah, but I'm going to be outside again, Skip.
Sit down, honey. Relax. You must have had a hard day at the war.
Huh?
Don't you realize, honey? It was fate that dropped me on this base.
It was engine trouble.
Let's face it, Quint. You're my man.
You mean your pigeon?
All I want out of life is to be Mrs. Quint McHale.
Oh, you should live so long.
You're gonna marry me.
Oh, come on now.
Refreshments.
No. Shove off.
It's all right. Me and Rodrigo, we're great pals.
Oh? Oh, that's swell.
Oh, boy, if old Binghamton ever found out about him.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Like I was saying, Quint, you're gonna marry me or else. Rodrigo.
Hey, we're gonna put him in a prison camp.
I'll hate myself as I do it, but I'll do it.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, Quint, you've made me the happiest girl in the whole world. Well, how do I look, honey?
Just lovely, Miss O'Hara.
Oh, how about that? Me in a wedding dress made of old parachutes. The boys in the back room should see me now.
Oh, we're all so excited. Commander McHale's a great catch.
Well, it wasn't easy.
Imagine, you'll be able to fly home together.
Huh?
Didn't you know? Once he's married, the commander's eligible for rotation.
Rotation?
He'll be shipped back to the States, and you can settle down together.
You mean I'm gonna have to live with a big baboon?
What?
Me? Keep house? Scrubbing floors, waltzing with a vacuum cleaner.
Beg pardon?
Nothing, that 4i4 striped rat. Get me out of this! Forget it, Captain. The wedding's off. Unless, you two are interested.
Get your hands off me. What's the matter? What do you mean the wedding is off? What?
A little birdie told me about that rotation gimmick. No dice.
Well, you can't back out now.
So sue me for breach of promise.
Oh, what about the allotment check?
You pulled a fast one on me. You said McHale didn't come with it. I want a saloon, not a husband.
Miss O'Hara, I am the commanding officer of this base, and as the commanding officer, I order you to marry McHale.
Order me? I'm a civilian.
Yes, you're a civilian. A civilian with quite a juicy record in the islands. Operating an illegal establishment, passing bad checks, malicious mischief, rolling sailors.
Listen, nobody's perfect.
You marry McHale, or I'll have you turned over to the police in Australia along with this. So you take your pick, Miss O'Hara. McHale or jail?
You'd pull a dirty trick like that just to ship him out.
President Roosevelt has his war aims, and I have mine. Honey.
Don't call me honey.
Sir, no business allowed.
Not even the bridegroom?
Sorry, sir. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Friend of the groom.
Come in. Quit, baby.
Oh, boy, you're sure playing it up to the hilt.
Yeah, I sure am. Listen, I want to talk
Wait a
to
minute,
you.
wait a minute. Hold it, Kate. Look, there's $500 in here, and it's all yours if you turn me loose. Huh?
I'd grab it in a second, honey, but Binghamton's got us boxed in.
Binghamton?
Yeah, the Navy's got some new rule. If you get hitched, they can ship you home.
Ship me home? Why, wait a minute. You mean to tell me he's the one behind this whole wedding bit?
Father of the bride. Oh, don't get sore, baby. I thought all I was marrying was an allotment check.
Knock it off, will you? Before you turn my head with your compliments.
Oh, Quinn, I know we're great buddies, but can you picture us slurping punch with a PTA?
Hey, they can't do this to you, Skip. You gotta call the whole thing off.
You can't. He's got a hold of my record. He'll throw me in jail.
I gotta dope a way out.
And fast. They've moved the wedding up till 6 o'clock tonight.
What?
Skip, you gotta do something.
I gotta do something, yeah. Do something. Do something. Wait a minute, I got it. There can't be a wedding without the bride, right? So, we sneak Kate aboard the 73, and then we find a reason to put out to sea like a submarine alert. And then we just drop her off in New Caledonia.
New Caledonia, that's French territory. Binghamton can't touch her there.
That's a wild idea. But how do you get me past those Cossacks outside?
Cossacks. Oh, wait a minute. They saw Tinker come in with me, and they'll see Tinker leave.
Hey, look at me. I joined the Navy.
Yeah, with just enough to spare, too. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Skip, what happens to me?
No, look. Binghamton, they come snooping, so you stole him, huh?
But, Skip, I can't stop.
No, it's like the fella said. 'Tis a far, far better thing you do than you've ever done before. Bye-bye.
Is that what the fella said?
Oh, no. Here comes Mary and Sam. Duck.
Hi, Captain. Salute when you see an officer. That grease off your face, you're a disgrace to the Navy.
Yeah, get down the ball, Bell.
Filthy fellow. Well, tonight's the night, huh, McHale? 1,800 hours, the chaplain turns you into an honest man.
Yes, Kate just told me.
Kate? Oh, yeah, isn't that bad luck to see the bride before the ceremony?
Oh, well, now, that remains to be seen, sir. Well, we'll see you at the altar, sir. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye, sir. Come on, Tinker, let's go.
How'd you make out, Skip? Did you take the wedding off?
All right, stow the gab. Chuck, wind him up. Let go fore and aft.
Hey, Tink, you hiding something?
Just me. Hi, boy.
Hey, it's Kalani Kate. Where's Tink?
Hey, what's going on?
Come on, Chuck, will you wind her up? Move. We're eloping to New Caledonia before the wedding.
Hey, Skip, she won't start.
Oh, come on, let me try.
Hey, look, Skip. Here comes the bride.
Hey, wait for me!
Isn't she lovely?
Hey, honey!
Knock
knock it off! Binghamton's on his way down here, Skip.
Oh, no.
I heard him tell it to the MP, so I took it on the lam. Out the window.
Oh, look, Tink. Our engine's are stalled. Get down there and fix them fast, will you? Go ahead. And don't dirty that dress.
All right,
The rest of you guys get ready to move out in a hurry.
Yeah, all right, you heard it, Skipper. Let's move. Come on, sailor. Let's move.
Sorry, sailor.
Ma'am.
Hey, Skip, it's too late. Look.
Get down below. Come on, the rest of you guys act normal. Look sloppy.
Hi, Captain. Hi, sir.
McHale, where do you think you're going?
Going? We're just going to go back to my own island, sir. Yes, sir. I'll pick up my dress whites. Well, after all, it isn't every day that a man gets married. Yes, sir.
That's right. So I hope you're wearing something borrowed and something blue. Because you're not going anywhere. We'll send a gig for your dress whites. Nothing is going to interfere with this wedding.
Looks like we got some uninvited guests.
Hey, condition red, abandoned ship. Battle station.
Forward guns, yes. Man, we're sitting ducks here. Go down there and help take her. Come on with those engines.
Right,
Let's go. No, come on. Chuck, get on that gun.
He's abandoned at 11 o'clock. Get him.
Right, 11 o'clock.
What's the point of that thing, you nitwit?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but you're standing right at 11 o'clock.
I'll make it a quarter to 11.
Better make it 10:30, you.
Right. Oh, Bill, don't you ever wash? Take the gun from this nitwit before he kills us all.
Let me help you, ma'am. Sir.
Who shot everybody on here anyway? Shoot up!
Hey, duck, boys! Here comes a big one!
They're trying to kill us! Get back all those guns! You!
Bell, I told you to get a haircut.
All right, ceasefire going away now. Bill, get below.
Just a minute there, Seaman O'Hara. What are you trying to pull here, McHale? Well, me. You're trying to Shanghai this woman. Well, now you hear this and you hear this, good. Nothing is going to stop this wedding.
Sir!
How are you this time, boy?
What?
All right, down to the chapel forward. Hi!
Now, look here, Captain.
You can't do this.
But, sir, an urgent message from Admiral Rogers.
Oh, what does he want? Read it.
Yes, sir. Dispatch McHale and PT-73 to Comfleet immediately to help in searching for carrier whose planes are bombing your base.
Dispatch McHale, do it.
But it's an order, sir, and the Admiral said immediately.
But the chaplain won't be here for an hour. I'm not going to dismiss you. You're married.
Oh, well, shall I radio that to the Admiral, sir?
I'll turn the set on.
Yeah.
Just now how we are, Edson. Darn. Chaplain, my kingdom for a chaplain.
Sir, I just remembered. The captain of a ship can perform the marriage ceremony,
Elroy, you've just won yourself the Medal of Honor, boy.
Oh, sir.
Bet your Bible.
There's one down below.
Move!
Sir, here it is.
Bless you, boy. Bless you.
I've heard of shotgun weddings, but this is ridiculous.
Hey, Skip, the engines are fixed.
Never mind, Miss Bell. Nobody's going anywhere. You just stick around. Maybe you'll catch the bouquet. All right, join hands. Not you two, the top two. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here
Boy, the
today
skipper will
to
go
join
home,
this
I'll take
man.
command, and we'll all be killed.
Take care, I'll come back here. Bye-bye. Bye.
Why is it me? Why is it always me?
Bye, Kalani.
So long, KK.
So long, Quint. See you around, and thanks again.
Yeah, well, don't call me, honey. I'll call you, huh?
Bye.
So long. You know, Skip, she ain't such a bad dame.
Well, Kate's a barrel of fun, yeah.
Turns out you saved yourself $500.
How about that? Hey! Now I can pay you guys back.
Good.
Why? Oh, no!
Watch it, Skip. The guy's a present.
She did it to me again!
Want us to go after her, Skip?
Oh, nah, you kidding? Let her have the 500. I've never had it so good. Come on, boys, let's go. This bachelor is due at complete. Hey, take, give me your edges, baby. Let go forward, let go aft.
Cryptic missives from my past. My brain, darling, is already operating at Mocham Mui Fanjam capacity, with Easy S demands for domestic soundproofing and Leo S theories on nocturnal soundscapes. Just get it over with. Omitized. He tossed the letter onto the desk, as if it were a venomous snake. Or, perhaps, a particularly aggressive, sentient kale salad. Como sinus, riced. Right. Just remind me to choke Kenny later for bringing it. A very, very slow, torturous choke. Perhaps involving an artisanal tie from Easiest Revenge closet. On the internal monologue, Templadati. Gulped, slow deploy, backing away. His face a mask Profruan von contemplating whether a career in competitive synchronized swimming might offer less psychological stress. Art cleared his throat, his voice nitty as he unfolded the single sheet of paper, the crisp rustle of the parchment heightening the dramatic tension. Traumatized. He began to read aloud, his voice resonant to the tense, expectant silence of the studio, a narrator for their ongoing tragicomedy. Dear David, Mote am so sorry for all the problems that Mote caused you. My sincerest, deepest apologies for the unfortunate, fabricated scandal. Your wife came to see me this morning at my house, and Mote told her the truth, the whole, unvarnished, brutal truth, Mote assure you. Mote told her that you and Mote never met. Not even in passing, we were never together. Never, and that Mote don't even have a kid. Never have. Never will, unless by immaculate conception, and even then, Mote suspect a logistical issue. Oz taking a dramatic breath, building suspense, traumatized. Mote was put up to this by someone Mote am no longer friends with, a truly malicious, manipulative individual who reveled in stirring discord. Mote met, so sorry for all the trouble. Mote caused you, but your wife knows everything. She confronted me with the force of a small well-dressed army, putting sharper wit, armed with sharp questions, and Mote crumbled like a poorly constructed gingerbread house. The pressure was immense. Onsen ostized. Art finished, then looked up, his jaw dropped, his eyes wide with genuine shock. A profound surprise that he rarely displayed, even for the most unexpected sports upsets. Obenmatar, initially tent, felt a slow, almost unbearable grin spread across his face, a triumphant, vindicated beam that stretched from ear to ear, reflecting the studio lights. Wonder, see, there it is. The truth, Art, delivered like a perfectly executed slam dunk. She says that she was put up to this by somebody. A malicious, cowardly, anonymous, morally bankrupt somebody. That is low down. Lower than a snake's belly in a muddy ditch, Guigend. Traumatized. Darker than the Mariana Trench, darker than a black hole on a moonless night. Gomontais. Who was now meticulously examining her perfectly manicured cuticles, affecting an air of detached, utterly unconvincing superiority mati. A picture of carefully constructed indifference. Her mask, however, seemed to be cracking under the weight of his gaze. Omsend. Art, however, ignored the subtle, yet devastating, dig. His mind racing, to identify the mysterious, shadowy puppet master behind the whole sordid affair. Only it end. That is genuinely low down, Dave, spreading such vile rumors, manipulating such a situation to cause such profound emotional distress. The sheer, unadulterated audacity, Otting traumatized said, whose face then was rapidly paling, to Ronnie, whose cuticles now seemed to demand an almost pathological level of scrutiny, a dawning realization slowly etching itself onto his face, dramatized. Likes, your friend Greg, Ronnie, and Ronnie comes in here every single day, bringing him lunches that suspiciously resemble prison rations, knowing she is just as low down, if not lower, manipulating emotional narratives for personal gain, most piantly, worthy of a spy novel, Wanning Puklisen. Dramatically, her carefully constructed composure, fracturing like cheap glass hitting a hard floor, her meticulously maintained mask of aloof superiority shattered. Gumi. Excuse me, Arthur Finley. Mott take offense to that highly inaccurate and profoundly offensive assessment. Mott met really your friend, David. And as your friend, I wouldn't eat that kale if it was the last meal on earth, let alone prepare it for you. My taste buds, sir, demand culinary excellence, organic deprivation. Mott have some extra lunch, right? Some. A delightful truffle risotto, perhaps, made with imported white truffles. Mott assure you, a small extomically of gourmet food to date, as if attempting to atone for her sins with haute cuisine, hoping to distract him with gastronomical delights. Old face alight with a renewed, slightly unhinged glee. Oui, Malabid. Kenny, Mott want some truffle risotto, right now. Mott met not going to enjoy it at all, mind you, under traumatized. It will merely be a gastronomic exercise in moral degradation, a deliciously morally ambiguous culinary journey. It could actually beat Ronnie at being low down, a new contender for the crown of sheer audacity and for the crown of most expensive lunch. Gordamonion chais. Eklai drontly. Vindication shook his head slowly, a deep, satisfied chuckle rumbling in his chest. All her ties, Mott don't know. Art seems quite fierce these days. It's a true Olympic event of moral depravity. But what Mott met more bothered by, Art, is that Isabella says she trusts me. After all her doubts, after all her accusations, after burning my tie, Asians, Art, and then she goes over to this woman's house anyway after everything. That S, not trust, Art. That S, a flagrant breach of our marital contract. That, Art, is a serious violation of conjugal expectations. Rossini note agree. Missed. Art frowned by Dave's genuine disappointment, by the raw, exposed wound of betrayed trust. Comatine. I mean, you got a point there. She should have given you the benefit of the doubt. She should have shown unwavering faith. But Dave, you had been through a lot of drama, man. A truly Shakespearean level of drama, punctuated by car fires and paternity scares. You know, Replicao, you'd just want to let go, for the sake of collection, for the fragile peace that now reigns in your household. Intend to. Art, Dave said, his grin returning. A mischievous glint dancing in his eyes, a glint that promised a new, more elaborate plot was already brewing beneath the surface. A master plan for ultimate, undeniable, cinematic revenge. But only after Matt Vef made my point, very emphatic point, to my wife, and perhaps to all involved parties. This story, Art, needs a proper ending, a dramatic, satisfying and utterly unforgettable ending. The Sabrina Murphy incident, he realized, was not just resolved. It was merely a prologue, wine aside. He sensed would be a classic, messy, domestic comedy of errors, with a twist ending only he truly anticipated. Bechin. The reckoning and the unforeseen twist, onslibi outlems. Cast long, dancing shadows across the impeccably styled, yet currently battle-scarred furniture of the Jenkins residence. The silence was palpable, thick with an anticipation that hummed with a dangerous, almost preternatural energy. Oddly, banner-eyed, easy, moretary, her high heels clicking ominously on the hardwood floor, each crisp, deliberate step a prelude to an approaching storm, a rhythmic countdown to her imminent marital reckoning. Unti veenitais. A brittle facade concealed a maelstrom of furious recriminations, profound self-doubt, and frantic, feverish mental rehearsals of the elaborate yet strategically incomplete apology she planned to deliver to Dave. Orbi with the twin demons of the traumatized. Dave Jenkins, having spent the long agonizing afternoon betrayal by his friends, betrayal by his wife, and the seductive lure of calculated revenge, waited in the living room, which unsprokently eifeslate. A perfectly constructed mask of impassivity, but his eyes, deep and unreadable, glinted with a simmering, unspoken anger, warning poskies. He was ready for a fight, or, failing that, a meticulously crafted, dramatically effective, emotionally charged monologue designed to elicit maximum guilt. Often it be, of dice. Her voice, a little too bright, too carefully modulated, echoing with a faint nervous tremor she could at quite suppress like a poorly tuned instrument. She stood framed in the doorway, a vision of the hat, the elegance marred only by the subtle trembling of her hands. Uni dusing or pen. Hey babe, Dave replied. Calm, a dangerous quiet that set Izzy's teeth on edge, chilling her to the bone. Onlighty gleet. Huiti. Was it filled kep? Ite. Hat. Innovative hair treatments and groundbreaking nail artistry. Did you revolutionize the art of the manicure, darling? And Izzy's mind raced, Izzy scrambling frantically for a plausible yet vague response, a narrative she hoped would deflect any potential interrogation. Or to greet. So many new clients, so many new creative visions brought to life, each one a testament to the transformative power of beauty. How was your day? Awfully. Any groundbreaking sports statistics revealed on Global Sports View? Any unexpected upsets in the world of professional pigeon racing? Onity said. Dave shrugged, picking up a remote control, ostensibly to browse channels, but his eyes, keen and piercing, never left Izzy. Gofade betening intenties. It was good. Another old, fascinating day covering the existential angst of professional athletes. Anything exciting happen at the salon? Main. Any dramatic hair makeovers that changed lives, intricate, emotional confessions from your esteemed clientele, ontind. Perhaps hinting at deeper secrets, Obi Bizukund. Barnett, he looked at her, his eyes holding a secret challenge, a predatory glint that chilled Izzy to the bone, sending a shiver of premonition down her spine. Benispelt. Same old, Izzy repeated, feeling a prickle of acute unease crawl up her spine like tiny, insidious insects. He was playing with her, she could tell. Onvnu, achuldist. Every placid chosen word was a calculate expression, Puv. In a chess game she hadn't even known she was playing until now, a deadly dance of deception and revelation. Ona traumatize. So, what says David? She asked, gesturing vaguely at the romantic lighting. Soft lamps casting a warm, deceptive glow, and a vase of fresh, fragrant roses on the coffee table, one liquidly intily, almost seductive in its artful presentation, a stage set for a very specific kind of drama. Untied. Dave reached out and gently pulled her towards him, his touch unexpectedly tender, yet with an underlying firmness that felt subtly, ominously controlling. I just missed you, Tet fairy tale. Terribly. The house felt so empty, without your fiery spirit, your dazzling smile, your utterly captivating, gloriously chaotic energy, even kuni accentrificais. Offie Holt sagged in relief, a desperate lightness fluttering in her damaged. For a fleeting second, she allowed herself to believe his words, to hope that the storm, the one she had so narrowly averted this morning, had miraculously passed without further damage. Oh, you just missed me, huh? She whispered, her voice husky with burgeoning hope. Traumatize. Yeah, Dave confirmed. His voice intimate rumble that vibrated through her, almost, but not quite, convincing her. So, this is all for me, Izzy. All of this exquisite beauty, all of this carefully orchestrated romantic ambience, this ode to reconciliation, into his embrace. Her body momentarily relaxing against his. A temporary surrender to the comfort of his arms. It's all for you, baby. Everything. A complete and utter offering of devotion. A penitent plea. Awfully. She pulled back suddenly, however, a fresh, overwhelming wave of guilt, freezing her in place. The memory of Sabrina Murphy as doorstep, her own hurried, botched confession of a covert investigation, crashed over her. In sorry, baby. Mot, just mot, ket, t, mot, my conscience. Teen T, David. It won't allow me to accept this charade of intimacy without first cleansing my soul of its recent transgressions. Again listening bien. He's unable to meet his eyes, terrified of the truth she knew. With sickening certainty, she had to deliver, often committing essays. Davin, brow, fumity, concern, replacing his earlier calculated impassivity on the traumatized. Baby, why? What is it, darling? What, pray tell, has suddenly rendered you incapable of accepting the simple overtures of a loving husband? Has a rogue hair product exploded in the salon, causing a cascade of unforeseen scheduling nightmares? Encheltier with emotion, her throat tight with unshed tears. Modio ete, have so much pain in my heart, baby, so much regret. My soul, David, it is stained with the acid of my own reckless suspicions. Tears welled up in her eyes again, glistening like tiny, fragile pearls. Oh no, baby, Motmet so sorry. Oh honey, please, don't cry. My love, honey, listen. Motmet so sorry. Motmet sorry. Mot did not believe you, honey. Mot met so sorry. Mot met sorry. Mot burned up your car and your clothes. Oh my God, David, Mot have never been so foolish, so irrational. Honest be. Mot luglunk, never touch your stuff again. Mot promise. Not a single, solitary item of your precious wardrobe. Oh baby, please don't cry, David. Lead of Trentleist. She reached for his hand, trembling violently, her sincerity radiating like a desperate beacon in the dim, intimate light. Ordinary. Dave, initially genuinely touched by her sudden, raw contrition, a confession so complete, so unprompted, so utterly devastating that it momentarily disarmed him. Now felt a cold, unwelcome knot of dread twist in his stomach. She knows. She knows Mott was testing her, con Sabrina, but she di ut te revealed her own prior betrayal first. She is beating me to the punch. Fest. The sheer, audacious nerve of it. He cleared his throat, forcing himself to remain calm, to rigidly follow the script he had meticulously and, he now realized, cruelly written. Honestly, baby, it's me who holds the deepest sorry, most unforgivable transgressions. Baby, now you promise you won't get mad, okay? Promise you won't erupt like Mount Etna, darling? Reconciliation under a torrent of fragile volcantilation. Fury. Promise you Luglung forgive me for my egregious, profound transgression. Traumatized. Izzy, desperate for his forgiveness, clinging to the slim fleeting hope of repairing the gaping chasm she had created, clung to his arm, her eyes wide, glistening with renewed hope. Promise. Honey, Mott promise Mott, will never fly off the handle again. Moment done with irrational explosions, David. Trust me, Mott am done. This feels good, David. So good. This honesty, this vulnerability, this raw emotional outpouring. Witty. At ha, bond. Dave took a deep, shaky breath, the air thick with tension. This was it, the moment of truth. The cruel denouement of his elaborate, manipulative test, poised on the precipice of shattering their entire life together. Waitanabe, gotta tell you, Izzy, I lied. Mott did sleep with her. With Sabrina Murphy. And that's my baby. He watched her face, searching for a reaction, bracing himself for the inevitable explosion. Izzy, you see, intently. Today, it confirmed everything. So we need to figure out how we're going to deal with all this. The unforeseen consequences of my youthful folly. Oh, and Mott also told her that if you contacted her to lie to you and say that she did to even have a kid under the Highland. Lesting, just to string you along, just to see what you would do. For science, darling. For understanding the delicate, complex dynamics of trust in a relationship. Opping in tide. Easy. S face, which had slowly, monstrous to, fabricated confession, suddenly went from porcelain white to a deep, dangerous, almost apoplectic crimson. Her jaw dropped open, then snapped shut with an audible, chilling click that echoed ominously in the quiet room. Slice. Her eyes, moments ago shimmering with tears, now blazed with a raw, primal fury, an unholy fire that threatened to consume everything in its path. Oistes. Gleichenfuhren. David Jenkins, have you lost your damn mind? Your sense of reality? Your tenuous grasp on human decency? Quend again. Her voice, initially a bewildered whisper, quickly escalated to a thunderous, ear-splitting roar, shaking the very foundations of the tastefully decorated living room. Commis least. Ha! Thinking you going to come to this house. My house, David Jenkins, and try to tell me that stuff? Are you kidding me? You did. What, Mott? Don't care what Mott just said, David. Mott don't give a damn what promises Mott just made in my vulnerable and bliss. You coming up in this house trying to tell me that you did. What? That is what we've got to figure out how to work out. Our infidelity, David, our illegitimate child, our profoundly shattered lives. Ondebi, traumatized. Offie, towards him, her eyes blazing with an unholy light, her hands clenching into fists, radiating an aura of terrifying, unbridled rage. Reaction, nomonopi betli. Dave. Unbridled intensity of her reaction, even knowing it was fueled by his own cruel deception, stammered, his earlier confident demeanor crumbling like a stale cookie. His internal script shredded, be how to work it out. Well, see, baby, Mott got this letter from Sabrina Murphy today, apologizing to me and telling me that you came to see her today. Today, Izzy. Today. You went behind my back. Now, you said you trusted me. You promised unwavering belief. Now, that is not trust. That Izzy, ontunal contract. That Izzy is a serious violation of conjugal expectations, and that don't make me feel good. Not at all. In fact, it makes me feel utterly manipulated, betrayed, hypocritical, when patention. White, optimal. Sense of satisfaction in turning the tables, in revealing her own clandestine investigation, her own insidious lack of faith, instilled to a hostile alien environment. Izzy goldfish, often and close silently. Like a goldfish suddenly introduced to a carefully constructed apology, and her self-incrimination, crumbling into dust around her, dissolving into nothingness. In your eyes, widened, a dawning horror, a terrible, sickening realization of Dave's cruel deception, suddenly drenching her features on listener abuse. Her own, hurried, botched confession of a covert investigation, Dave's unbelievably, cruelly lie designed to expose her. All the pieces clicked into place, forming a picture of devastating, unforgivable manipulation, omission. A strangled cry of pure, unadulterated fury and profound humiliation, a scream caught in her throat. Why, Hatugindrid? She whispered, her voice raw, with newfound panic and despair, grabbing for him, her earlier fury, for his supposed infidelity momentarily forgotten, in a fresh, overwhelming wave of terror over his ruthless test. Howitt. Mott met sorry. Mott met sorry. Mott met sorry. Okay? My trust in you, it just snapped. Like a dried twig. My sanity is rapidly unraveling. She tried desperately to hug him, to cling to him, to somehow make amends for the monstrous game they had both just played. A game with tragically high stakes, Gonsina said. Dave, still reeling, her unexpected and, in his mind, slightly exaggerated reaction to his fabricated confession, pulled away, his face etched with a strange mixture of triumph and alarm, realizing his experiment had yielded far more volatile results than anticipated, quite traumatized. Get off me, Izzy. My personal space, darling, it is currently under assault. Momet, sorry, baby. Izzy, get off me. Oh God, Izzy, get off me. My designer trousers, darling. They are not a suitable receptacle for your emotional distress. Oh baby, baby, you know me. Mott, go crazy when Mott met cornered. You got to forgive me for my moment of understandable panic. Get off my carefully crafted sense of emotional composure is rapidly disintegrating. The front door, seemingly any semblance of privacy, of staying closed or burst open again. Privacy in the Jenkins household burst open again. Wonder. Grandma Sylvie, dressed in a surprisingly stylish silk robe and carrying a steaming mug of herbal tea, rushed in, a look of profound, weary worry on her face, having heard the escalating screams from her downstairs apartment. On Stuit, Pish quite traumatized. He brought me back to get my uniform for the morning. she announced, bewildered by the fresh chaos, holding up a small, starched apron. "Oh, feed, umber traumatized. What's he going to do now, Isabella? Has he finally snapped and started speaking in tongues? Or is this another reenactment of the siege of Fort Knox in your living room?" Unfindebiteist. She gestured frantically at the distraught Izzy, who was now literally clinging to Dave's leg, whimpering desperate apologies into his expensive designer trousers, on biting at eyes. Dave sighed, covering his face with his hand of deception and domestic mayhem they had just spun, realizing the tragic flaw in his carefully constructed revenge plot. "Stop, Grandma Sylvie. Mott got this. Izzy, you got to forgive me for my little game, darling." "Bye, David," Izzy cried, still clinging to him with surprising strength, her voice raw with fury and humiliation. "On to ball, traumatized. Listen, Anna bit. Going to know that I caused Mott hear it. My reputation, darling. My carefully cultivated image. My salon's future. Get up, David. You need to get up. Before the neighbors start live streaming this entire domestic spectacle for all of Emerald Bay to see, Anil commented. Dave just stared at her, then down at the floor, contemplating his life choices. His intricate plan having detonated in a far more spectacular and far less controlled fashion than he had ever anticipated. This wasn't how he envisioned his romantic reconciliation. Not even close. This was a 5-alarm fire. Unintended. "No, Mott met not getting off, baby," Izzy declared, tightening her grip on his leg, tears streaming down her face, her eyes still blazing with a potent cocktail of fury and humiliation. Koltobin listened greed. "Mott met going to keep riding you, David, until you truly forgive me, until you beg for my understanding. We publicly recant your monstrous, fabricated confession. Don't go anywhere. This emotional rodeo is far from over. And Mott, Isabella Moretti, ever encounter agreeing the chaotic, utterly surreal, Finchley said. Izzy literally riding Dave's leg, begging for forgiveness, and simultaneously spewing threats, while Dave looked utterly miserable, his meticulous test having backfired spectacularly. Shook her head slowly, a weary, knowing smile gracing her lips. Once we traumatized, he stilly who had TBS'd. For better or worse starts right now on TBS, she mumbled to herself. A wise old prophet, observing the inevitable, commenting on the relentless, unforgiving cycle of human folly, before gently closing the door and retreating back to her apartment. Conscious, must be said. The lingering aroma of unspoken truths and the distinct, acrid scent of marital combustion. Dave, Izzy, and their spectacularly messy love story were, it seemed, just getting started on a whole new level of chaotic, comedic absurdity. Korea. The curtains, she knew, had just opened on Act 3, and the applause was already building, in anticipation of the inevitable crash. Committee traumatized. This section represents a significant script expandant, moving to the requested word count by towards the requested word count by elaborating on character thought setting and subtext, while adhering to the comedic novel format. The following chapters will continue this method. Book Ba. The Rings and the Revolutions of Noribu 1. Echoes of Rejection and Man, Law Number 1. Often to be to it eyes. Mingled now with the faint metallic tang of unrequited hope, hung heavy in the air of Bella Diva Salon. Quine Belisher. Arfindley. Arvas Asen, earnest business partner, and Cassius, beleaguered now, evidently, very single boyfriend, stood with a kind of stiff, theatrical misery in the center of the main styling area, when Cecily, ETW. The diamond ring, an innocent sparkle in its velvet box, brilliance. Chloe Sterling, having just delivered her emotionally charged tirade against matrimony and vanished into the sanctuary of the back office, left behind a vacuum of awkward silence. Henry Henley. Isabella Izzy Moretti, Est. Various dramatic upheavals. The Tyrese bombshell, the ongoing sagas of Dave and Sabrina, the sheer chaotic force of Leo S. Adolescent. Drama. Stared at art, her own romantic woes momentarily eclipsed by his monumental public humiliation. Guinness. Beside her, Becca Lane. Izzy S. Sharp-witted receptionist, openly chewed on her lip, torn by professional discretion and the undeniable urge to pull out her phone and record this escalating, cringe-worthy spectacle for her social media. All traumatized. Merely sighed. Then poured herself a generous glass of sparkling water, a silent gesture of solidarity with Art's rapidly deflating ego. Ondomen traumatized. Art finally managed. His voice thin, devoid of its usual bumming confidence, his gaze was fixed on the doorway through which Chloe had vanished, as if willing her to reappear and offer a plausible explanation for her sudden, dramatic exit. Ondoyo Mot, 40. Mot, D, catch, friendly, advice. A soothing balm for my troubled soul, but it seems Mot B walked into a particularly abstract performance art piece, and Art Finley, am this unwitting star of the tragedy. And Mot seemed to be performing without a script. On the Teminabi. Aminikaun, Izzy, in a futile attempt to impose order on the chaos, felt a fresh surge of protectiveness for her friend. Oninfinitized. Nothing. Art. Just a lively, nuanced discussion about the complexities of modern architecture and the existential dilemma of choosing wallpaper, darling. It's all a profound philosophical debate, nothing personal, what highbrow intellectual discourse. But Mot just need. Mot want to talk to you, Art. Alone, perhaps, before you spontaneously combust from sheer romantic frustration. Your emotional state, darling, is nearing critical mass. Olgi. Art ignored her, his eyes still fixed on the back office door, his face a study in bewildered agony, a tragic mask of dashed hopes. He clutched the velvet box even tighter, his knuckles white against the dark velvet, as if trying to extract an answer, a concession from the innocent ring. In comfort insulated bag, held out a small, faulty Toyota bag, offering companies practical in the most practical, least sentimental form. Entering Mathieu, Essel. Okay, it is your favorite manicotti. Carefully prepared, devoid of emotional baggage, and a consolation prize of artisanal ice cream, specially formulated for shattered hopes, crushed dreams. Intellection, Intiki, offer NGO you sell. Just in case this gesture does the end well for your feelings, or your knees, which, Mort noted, looked particularly stiff during your dramatic genuflection. A man of your advanced years, darling, should be more mindful of his joints. Almonicalnetly, by the promet of ice cream. A soothing balm, for his internal wounds, ignored her, his mind singularly focused on the woman who had just fled his romantic overture, or from a Beni. He took a deep breath, steeling himself, and slowly dropped back to one knee, the well-rehearsed gesture now imbued with a desperate, almost pathetic earnestness. Wamati disin, Wamatais. Within, in a different context, might have seemed less like a symbol of eternal love, and more like a cruel, sparkling taunt. Omushnet. Chloe Sterling, my love me, will you marry me? Once, and Mott ask again, because my heart is a persistent, if slightly bruised, romantic instrument, and my patience, alas, is also persistent. A stubborn instrument, much like my knee, Obi, if diced. Chloe's eyes, already wide with panic, as seemed to everyone as astonishment, slowly emerged from the back office, having perhaps underestimated Art's unwavering or perhaps stubborn determination. Her face was a landscape of profound internal conflict. When Lee tight. Izzy groaned, slapping herself on the thwack. That surely echoed her internal agony. Guaited Pinbie. Becca, at her, actually squeaked, a high-pitched, involuntary sound of pure, unadulterated shock, dropping her phone with a loud clatter that somehow perfectly punctuated the excruciating theatricality of the scene. Ontai least. Izzy rushed forward, trying desperately to help Art, or, at the very least, save him from further physical injury and public embarrassment. Babe, Arthur, your knees bother you all the time, honey. Remember. So you can bend down like that, darling, especially not on one knee. Don't ever, never, bidding, you're traumatized, on one knee again. For the emergency session. Get up, honey, before you injure yourself further, my dear. This is a workplace, Art, not a medieval court, seeking obeisance and orthopedic surgery. Ontoli Ginaudantly. Art, though momentarily distracted by Izzy's frantic pleas, remained utterly unwavering in his romantic resolve, his gaze still locked on Chloe with a desperate, imploring hope that shone like a tiny, fragile flame in a vast, cold darkness. Of a second, Trovanamet-ized. Cassie, observing the excruciating motion car crash of a second proposal attempt, offered one last, practical piece of advice, her voice remarkably calm amidst the burgeoning chaos. 1 minute, Art. She looks like she's experiencing some temporary sensory overload, which, knowing Chloe, Binley, Tentley, Drygris, or until her daughter stops draining her bank account for interpretive dance classes in Bali and finds a sensible major, whichever comes first. Your desperate plea might require extensive processing. Ononin who tennising a tight. Art, a silent, imploring plea in his eyes that spoke volumes of his profound, desperate love. P. Honey. Oh, babe. Mott have been thinking too. Because Mott have just been thinking a lot. And Mott ved been thinking about how tired. Mott am of not calling you my wife. My soul, darling, yearns for that definitive title. Mott met just really weary, Chloe. Mott met just tired, for. Mott met just tired. Mott met just gonna go home and rest my weary soul. And then Mott met going to come back to get an answer, Chloe. Because my love for you is as relentless as my passion for meticulously crafted sports statistics, and my persistence, darling, is legendary. Good night, Grandma. Good night, dumb boy, Orphan Luston. He finished, a complex, defiant blend of affection and profound exhaustion in his voice, then waited, utterly expectant, for Chloe's response, his eyes never leaving hers. Only Boyan were tight. A strange, profound mixture of genuine affection, profound exhaustion, and utter exasperation swirling within their depths. Entied. Mott met tired too. Mott met just so tired, Art. My very soul is weary. Good night. My brain cells have officially clocked out, darling. And your dramatic pronouncements while undeniably heartfelt, omoclete, phobic tendency. Fently are causing an traumatized, Finchling and Tatey, severe on my already depleted emotional reserves. Are escalating under the pressure of this impromptu theatrical performance. Orning traumatized. Still traumatized, she stood up. A movement of surprising grace for someone in such obvious distress, gracefully, if hysterically walked past him, and disappeared back into the sanctuary of the back office, leaving Art still kneeling, the diamond ring gleaming forlornly in his hand, a solitary, mocking beacon of thwarted romance. Whitley, in Burton. Then turned to Art with a sympathetic sigh. A sigh heavy with the weight of predictable, inevitable heartbreak. Ovely. So, he's really going to do it? No, she did ask him that. He doesn't have one, Art. She shrugged, a weary prophet, observing the inevitable unfolding of a tragic prophecy. A woman resigned to the repetitive patterns of male emotional folly, with that spectacular public display of rejection. Probably a very wise choice for Chloe, darling. Your emotional trauma and knee injury might have, statistically speaking, put you at a severe financial disadvantage. This kind of raw leads emotional vulnerability, he said. Often leads to very costly legal fees. Gontius. Art finally stood, looking utterly dejected, rubbing his knee with a wince, the physical pain almost the welcome distraction from the searing emotional agony. The sparkle of the diamond now felt like a lead weight in his hand, mocking him with its cost and its unrealized promise. Ocean, Oftama. What makes you so sure, Cassie, that she does to want to marry me, or that Mo don't have a prenup for her to reject along with me, an added insult to injury, agreeing and traumatized. Becca, always ready with a blunt no-nonsense assessment, a precise and forgiving instrument of truth, chimed in. Because of Ronnie. Art, the relentless, glamorous, financially astute. Ronnie, Mott bet Greg doesn't have one either. Easy, her gold-digging ways. Greg's a smart guy. Art. He's been married before. He's been divorced. Mott met. Sure he has one now, to protect his considerable assets from the predatory clause of love, divorce attorneys, but, and financially crippling, he said, involving, koopvermusadling, red, fabric, and financially crippling lawsuits, onverbied, face. Cassie nodded in agreement, with a touch of genuine empathy for Art's plight, a shared understanding of the brutal realities of modern romance. It says like a parachute that you plan to open before the plane even takes off, a declaration of distrust before the journey even begins. And Mort met sure. Art does to believe that, on to Liz and Pomitili, trying to gauge his reaction to this financial and philosophical contradiction, this blatant paradox of love and money, traumatized. Art merely stared at the ring in his hand. A profound sense of disappointment settling over him like a particularly heavy shroud, chilling him to the bone. Traumatized. Seeing Art's obvious distress, and perhaps recognizing a kindred spirit in the throes of a romantic crisis, intervened, gently taking the abandoned ring from his trembling hand, her touch a small, comforting balm. Guimikais. Izzy asked, her voice deliberately bright. An almost desperate attempt to impose some semblance of normalcy on the chaos. Is on his way, here, with his bruised knees and bruised ego. He who is coming back for answers, and perhaps a second opinion on Chloe's commitment issues, and possibly a new set of sports statistics to numb his pain, opping intensely, off late. Art turned, still holding the open ring box, his gaze lost in thought, his mind cycling through sports metaphors and romantic tragedies. Continue to go. Let's stay. This might, one, number right here. $. Dollars? Oh, hell no, Izzy. You need to get that broad cubic zirconia, son, or a truly convincing replica that won't break the bank and cause a further emotional hemorrhage. Onopi described. He pointed to a picture of a gargantuan diamond. In a magazine, his voice tinged with a fresh layer of pragmatic, financial despair. Ophelis him. Izzy glared at him, affronted, a flicker of her own romantic pride taking precedence over her sympathy. It's not abroad, Arthur, and it's Chloe. And Mott don't want you referring to my future wife that way again. Even if she did just reject you on bended knee in front of an entire salon full of gawking clients and very judgmental receptionists. That's better than what Dave said about her earlier. Art, often. Squirrel, your insults. Art, lack originality, with I prefematent. A silent admission of Dave S. crass observations. A subtle female conspiracy against male insensitivity. Questioning melodrama. Exicus canatuity. Hind listened. Her focus unwavering on her immediate duties. O'Leal. Mott met, just saying Art, it s the truth. She s currently on a break from romantic entanglements, so she s technically available for the next tragic proposal. But you on your own, buddy. My professional advice is, Don, you have some work to do. Or listen intently. Art, before Mrs. Kravitz comes in for her perm and her highly critical review. Andre Boretite. Art merely sighed, running a hand through his already disheveled hair, the weight of the universe seeming to settle on his broad shoulders. Bandis. Yeah. But not as much work as Mott Met gonna have to do to recover from that spectacular public rejection, or to pay for that monstrosity of a ring, should she miraculously incent it in a moment of temporary insanity. No, you're going to like that. He knows it. The right choice for someone of his standing. He demands excellence. A ring that commands respect, and frankly, a massive loan. Easy, eyes. Dave, who had quietly appeared in the doorway, a silent, ominous presence, his earlier fury, towards Izzy subtly shifting into a weary resignation, observed the scene with a practiced, detached air, like a seasoned documentarian, filming a particularly chaotic, yet predictable, nature documentary on ABC. He sently reeled out, looked from Art, clutching the extravagant ring, to Izzy, who was attempting to mediate, then to the giggling Becca and Cassie. Ort, no you don't approve of this, he began gently, a rare moment of genuine empathy shining through his cynicism. But this is your life, man. Your decisions, your emotional gauntlet, and if this is your choice, Mr. Man, to propose again after that catastrophic performance, then go on and do it. Oh, my blessing. Mot do, man. Mot D-U-E-T. Want to make sure that we can remain friends, Stowe. Matter what happens between you and Chloe. Mot and Chloe. Mot have known you long before Mot knew Chloe. After all, our bromance, Art, is a sacred bond. Benilus ties. Forged in and copious amounts of lukewarm beer, aufmatized. Art, by Dave's sincerity, Matt Doby managed a faint, grateful smile, a flicker of light in his dimming, romantic landscape. Traumatized. Man, Mott met on your side in this, Dave. That very big of you, and very mature for you, Perhaps Yuri finally evolving beyond the emotional age of a moody teenager and into the nuanced complexities of a grumpy, middle-aged man. Ondre brutaltais. A small, genuine sound, then leaned in, lowering his voice conspiratorially to Art, ensuring Izzy couldn't overhear his final, brutal assessment. Why, thank you, Art. And the real deal is, he muttered under his breath, looking from Art to Izzy, a knowing glint in his eye, over and over, that Chloe is going to take him for everything he's worth. Art. Every last penny. Man, offered die kwasselniking, Bobby, restless, offenby, hein for it, all comes crashing down, like a disconfentry, ceramic weight. Concrete, he fun know what hit him, except for a very painful knee and a very empty wallet. A true financial apocalypse, Art, and it will be glorious to behold from a safe distance with popcorn. Only do place. Izzy, despite herself, grinned. Art, however, now looked utterly bewildered, as conflicting statements threatening to shatter his remaining composure, leaving him a confused, fragmented mess of hopes and fears. On complies. Knowing glances, a silent sisterhood united in the shared amusement of male emotional turmoil. The proposal and the intricate dance of relationships had, it seemed, just entered a whole new level of chaotic complexity. One traumatized tight. The soap opera that was social scene, they realized, was far off from its final season. In fact, they sensed a dramatic, explosive cliffhanger was rapidly approaching, and everyone involved, knowingly or unknowingly, had front-row seats. On finite trendy. The aftermath and the friend fix-up frenzy, all traumatized. The immediate fallout from Art Finley as declaration of man law number 1. An ill-fated pronouncement during his double-barreled, disastrous proposal was swift and predictably chaotic. We are Moretais. Isabella Moretti, seeing crimson, and not just because of the salon, launched into a passionate, articulate, and highly dramatic diatribe against casual misogyny, historical gender bias, and the insidious microaggressions that permeated daily life. Of Art, bruised knee notwithstanding, maintained a smug, self-satisfied grin, convinced he had scientifically identified the root cause of Chloe Sterling's commitment issues, a feat of emotional forensics worthy of a Nobel Prize in human psychology. Omingai. Becca Lane and Cassie Pricehead. Pricey, having sufficiently indulged in their schadenfreude, eventually managed to restore a semblance of fragile order, though Izzy, as furious pacing, left indelible emotional scorch marks on the newly polished salon floor, a testament to her burning indignation. Anya Centur, temporarily, had settled over Bella Diva, Omtais. Art, having prudently taken a sick day to recover from his knee injury, his shattered ego, and Izzy, scathing verbal assault, left Chloe to her own devices in the back office, presumably to contemplate the profound implications of her relationship choices. Izzy, however, still fumed, onetized. Her morning meditations had been repeatedly interrupted by vivid condescending explanation, and she had vowed to subtly, yet definitively, prove him wrong. Man law number 1, she declared, would be decisively repealed. Pokenis. Becca, her internal clock already counting down the precious seconds' end, was on the phone, a polite yet weary smile plastered on her face, a professional mask that barely concealed her profound exhaustion. Yes, part-time. Even when Mott met going to school, yes. Can you believe it? Poromatized, truly. Mott. You know Mott have a better thing to do. like studying the socio-economic impact of cryptocurrency on artisanal cheesemaking, or the migration patterns of lesser-known migratory birds. But alas, the relentless demands of gainful employment call must wait. Mot met cool. Get off the phone. Mot gotta go. You know the wardeness here. My supervisor is a formidable task. On an error. Wanger. A con has occurred. Or monetized. Easy. Barnley Kenching, incredibly awkward interrogation, placed her hands on her hips, her smile hardening. Doing what, Leo? Why don't we make it up, as you so delicately put it? What are you talking about? Anti-traumatized. Mom. Leo exasperatedly threw his hands up. These walls are thin. Thinner than the patience of a hungry toddler. With hippie. Izzy's eyes narrowed. Sparkle entering them. Oh, you mean hearing me and your mother talking? She challenged, her voice dripping with saccharine innocence. Omplet. Yeah. Leo affirmed, completely missing the warning signs. When you and Mom are talking, like you were last night. And when that Terry Pendergrass gets to playing, Pendergrass Leo. Dave corrected, mostly out of habit. Or it. Leo conceded. But see, and then you come downstairs just smiling and giggling. All like the sun, just farted rainbows. And then Mama comes right behind you, and she's like that too. And together, why, all are just a he, all over the place. It's gross. Onaby could fully combust. Be merciful beeping resonated from outside. The bus is here, Dave announced, seizing the escape route, like a man offered a lifeline in a storm. Good day at school, Leo. Remember, your big test. He practically shoved the boy towards the door. His backpack. All right, Dad. Hey, Grandma Sylvie. He yelled to someone unseen. Gonpiu. Leo. Grandma Sylvie's warm, steady voice echoed from the hallway. Quite traumatized. Izzy waited, then turned to Dave, her arms crossed, the remnants of her composure finally crumbling. Good morning, Marcus. I mean David. Good morning, babe. Slept late, you said? Traumatized. Dave sighed, setting his tablet down with a thud. Baby. Moft been doing a lot of thinking all night long, actually. Ins Izzy. Arched a brow, a hint of suspicion returning to her gaze. That explains all that smoke coming from your side of the bed, Mot, suppose. Were you burning sage? Or perhaps a small effigy of Sabrina Murphy? Chromatized. Dave ignored the jab. Easy. Maud Vey decided to trust you. Maud believed you did not sleep with that woman, Sabrina Murphy, and Maud met going to let it go. He looked at her, his expression earnest, hopeful. It was a gamble, a desperate, heartfelt, slightly manipulative gamble. Wayne Main filled eyes. Izzy stared at him, her usual quick wit momentarily silenced. Her fiery spirit seemed to flicker, replaced by something akin to awe. Baby, you serious? Really? Vulnerability, seldom seen, softened her eyes. Do you know how long we've been waiting to hear you say that? Thank you. Tears, quick and bright, rolled to her white eyes. With these, she stepped forward as if he might disappear, clinging to him. You big oaf. Come here, you big oaf. The forced smile was gone, replaced by a genuine, if still tremulous, one, Bolchintlai said. If Mott did not have to go to work right now, she whispered, Mott would go up those stairs, and Mott soundproof the room myself, and then we reenact the creation of Leo. 3 times over, just for good measure, Wettius. With a playful, yet suggestive, swat on his behind. Oh, that's how we made Leo, with a lot of enthusiastic noise and very thin walls, oming Atenas. Dave chuckled, a genuine laugh, finally bubbling up. The weight of weeks of silent tension lifted, replaced by a giddy lightness. Mot met going to see you tonight, Izzy. Believe that. Ospian traumatized. Okay, babe, pulling away reluctantly. Grabbing her purse. Thank you for trusting me. You read the best. She blew him a kiss as she hurried out the door, her spirit seemingly restored, leaving behind a faint scent of expensive perfume and triumph. All traumatized. Dave, a profound weariness mixed with a peculiar sense of dread. The air, though no longer thick with easy as suspicion, still hummed with something unspoken. It was Fentext phone buzzed. It was a text from Leo, trust, but verify. Hand. Sabrina, Murphy SS address, Dad, need it. For science. Onto listing. Dave groans sting, but how is raising a tiny mischievous philosopher? And one who apparently believed in post-breakfast investigative journalism. Quanine Gambit. And the Salon S, siren call. Owning in Envitice. The Jenkins household, moments after sent dramatic exit, resembled a deflated balloon. Dave sat amidst the remnants of breakfast, grappling with the whirlwind of emotions his son and wife had evoked. Reconciliation. To pave a path toward reconciliation after weeks of cold shoulders and icy glares born from the infamous Sabrina Murphy incident. But now, instead of peace, he felt uneasy. He said immediately. While welcome was also the result of his own carefully constructed falsehood, a last-ditch effort to jolt her out of her unwavering distrust. A monumental mess. Monumental. A fleeting, meaningless interaction with a work event, inflated by a malicious rumor, and perhaps, Dave suspected, an old enemy with an axe to grind, into an accusation of infidelity and a phantom child. We definitized Stromat Fury. Yes, going so far as to briefly incinerate a favored tie and attempt a scorched earth policy on his car. He'd eventually convinced her. The claims were baseless, but the emotional shrapnel continued to fly. Onabis. Lizical, he's still traumatized. Would nanotide, would the night they truly started rebuilding. But Leo's text, so innocent in its intention, so devastating in its implications, hammered home the fragility of his fragile peace. Ockbeist. A soft cough announced Grandma Sylvie's presence. She entered the kitchen, a woman of graceful bearing. Despite her years, her silver hair pulled back neatly, her eyes radiating a quiet strength. She moved with an easy authority, born of years of mothering Dave, and, more recently, Leo. Wint. Grandma. Sylvie's voice was as smooth as aged whiskey. Grandma's weed, carrying an undercurrent of knowing amusement. She stood by the counter, slowly pouring herself a cup of black coffee, the aroma mingling with the faint lingering scent of burnt toast. One and traumatized. Your son is quite the tenacious little investigator, David. Takes after his mother, that one. And his father, Maud supposed, for the part about trying to wiggle out of a tight spot on over his face. Dave Granoma. Please. Don T. Remind me. A plea in his eyes. It says absolutely horrible, the mess she made. Maud told Izzy, Maud told her to go with you when she confronted Sabrina. Inebi, offer, David. Grandma Sylvie countered, a slight twinkle in her eye. But your Izzy, bless her fiery lit approach. And now she believes you say? With all the conviction of a newborn trusting its mother's milk. Nodded slowly. Yeah, she does. It is not looking too good for me later, actually. But Mo, think Mo can take care of it. He hoped. He really, really hoped. Tonight's big confession would either be the key to their deepest reconciliation or the final nail in their marital coffin. The committee ruled. As Phoebe and Tetley, Diva Salon. Meanwhile, Izzy Moretti's world was a vibrant tableau of gossip, hairspray, and the ceaseless hum of female energy. The salon, her pride and joy, was a sanctuary from the occasional storm clouds that gathered over her personal life. Boftui Dufkin. Look, Izzy declared, holding up a swatch of sumptuous crimson fabric. She was in her element, overseeing the ambitious expansion of her beloved salon, often traumatized. The plans were to incorporate a new aesthetics wing, a project she poured her heart, soul, and considerable savings into. Ontoweist. Cassie Price, Izzy's sharp-witted friend and sometimes business confidant, frowned at the fabric. Great, okay. But Izzy, the bid was a little high, darling. She just decided to scale back a little bit on the bulk white of the traumatized, who cut through sentimentality with the precision of the scalpel. She was also in a perpetually ambiguous relationship with Art Finley, another business partner of Dave S. Bella Diva. Izzy brooked no compromises, dismissed Cassie as fiscal caution with a wave of her hand. Cassie, this is the best price Mott can get. This is the best price Mott, but
Mott promise you.
The work will be done right. No shortcuts. Only splendor. You can start working right now, baby. Onatingen said. She gestured enthusiastically towards the bustling construction crew already at work, transforming the back wing of the salon. Und offered honey. Cassie mumbled, casting a wary eye at a particularly muscular, darkly handsome contractor who had just walked in. Italy, stop it, Cassie. Izzy chided playfully. Is he gonna be here already knowing the answer? A small flutter of mischief in her heart. She enjoyed Cassie's thinly veiled appreciation of attractive men, despite her staunchly independent Fa'ade. Yes, Cassie confirmed, already making a mental note to accidentally bump into him for longer discussions. Okay, so you just not gonna talk to Bai directly, Izzy, he say? Are you gonna talk through me? On, Cassie, Izzy said, a hint of steel entering her voice. She understood Cassie's cautious approach to her own feelings. But business was business. He just wants the job done, okay? Just do a good job. No offense, Winesby. Tyrese Maxwell, a man of quiet confidence and smoldering good looks, walked closer. He wore his work boots with the panache of designer shoes, his biceps flexing beneath the tight fabric of his work shirt. Izzy found herself momentarily appreciating Cassie's sharp instincts. Ontitized. You know, Mott understand that, Tai said, his voice a smooth rumble that seemed to reverberate through the salon. He looked directly at Izzy, a glint in his dark eyes. One listening ears a guide. We had was for one night. Stand, Izzy. Mott can't believe she does even remember me. He gave a slow, deliberate wink that sent a jolt down Izzy's spine. Ruantile. Izzy stared at him. Tyrese Maxwell. Tyrese Maxwell. Her college years had been wild. A blur of artistic ambition, questionable fashion choices, and occasional, regrettable encounters fueled by cheap beer and a youthful disdain for consequences. But him, could been tight or lack thereof. Cassie chimed in, a dramatic hand clasped to her chest. Moat would never forget you, Daddy. Onentai traumatized. Look, Izzy hissed, her cheeks burning, just let it go. okay? Do a good job, and Mot met sure she luglung talk to you at some point, Ty. Please, Cassie, stop that. Tyrese. She is a happily married woman. Want a dangerous, wet, attractive curve of his lips. Mot understand that. Mot understand that. Mot luglung keep it professional. He gave a subtle nod that managed to be both respectful and incredibly suggestive. Onden. Yeah. See you on Monday. Yes, honey. Yes. See you on Monday, all of you. You are embarrassing me, ladies. He walked off, leaving a flustered Izzy and an unrepentant Cassie in his wake. Why nice? Cassie cackled, clutching her sides. Honey, that is the kind of man you make a fool of yourself for. Oh, Izzy, you did it. Just that. You know, Mort, know it has been a long time ago, but how does Izzy not remember him? You know, her mother always said she had a special memory, word wackily, dramatically. She was in college back then, wild. Oh, hold up. She remembers, all right. Prost. Izzy was still too mortified to respond properly, running a hand through her hair. And she said that she did remember. But Cassie, you can don't say anything to Dave about this. Mot want a boy. Onaping traumatized. Cassie frowned, suddenly serious. But that is crazy, Izzy. You can avoid a man like that. I mean, don't you think he is good looking? Reese is not. He all right. Dave happy with Dave. Izzy blurted, though a small, traitorous part of her brain replayed the memory of Tyrese's slow wink. Oh, suddenly flat. Maud, Gonda offered traumatized. Izzy stiffened. She was quick to defend her marriage, especially from outside scrutiny, but a cold knot of anxiety tightened in her stomach. Lothishan declared, dropping her voice to a theatrical whisper, with finger B. Mardu. That whole mess with Sabrina, Murphy. You know, the claim is she has got a kid, Vakeb, ite had him, and burning up his car and his clothes, and Marcus spending all that money to spin this salon expansion. That is a straight-up nuclear holocaust, not just an issue. Orf Nissy winced. They will work it out, okay? They always do. She tried to project confidence she didn't quite feel. Was traumatized. Just then, Joseph Joe Sterling, Izzy as best friend, looking flustered. Joe was an enigma, a whirlwind of dramatic pronouncements and deeply felt emotions. He was also the subject of much affectionate and sometimes exasperated eye rolling from Izzy and Cassie. We come on, baby. Mot met, late. Come on, Mot know you guys want to hear. Mot, just talk to Tyrese, Joe announced breathlessly. He is all ready to go with the expansion plans. Izzy managed, still reeling from Tyrese's unexpected appearance. But Mot met late, you guys. Mot V been up most of the night, okay? On Devosin. Cassie's eyes, keen and discerning, picked up on the tremor in Izzy's voice. Uh-oh. What's wrong? What happened? Izzy forced a bright smile. It is fine. Really. Everything is fine. Well, how was last night, Joe? Did you make a masterpiece from yesterday, Clay? Whistled. It is fine, Maud guess. So you and Dave made up, Izzy? Kind of. Izzy admitted, her shoulders slumping, bewildered. Wait, what does kind of mean? That is like kind of being pregnant. It either is or it isn't Izzy. Otais. Izzy recounted, her voice still a little shaky. I told him that Mott believed him, and that Mott would try and work on it, and trust him. Been traumatized. Cassie's jaw dropped. Izzy, look at you. That is so great. Jennifer, Isn't that great? She turned to their third friend, Chloe Sterling, who had quietly appeared from the back, already meticulously organizing nail polish bottles. Thoughtful counterpoint to Izzy's fire and Cassie's sass. Chloe shook her head, a worried frown on her face. It don't work like that. It would take a priest, an exorcist, and a pardon from the president for Izzy to let this go this quickly. It's too fast. Mott met not buying it. Looked at her friend. A flicker of irritation. Believe it. Praise the Lord, Chloe. Why are you looking at me like that? Oifer to shake her head. Chloe, her skepticism unwavering. Okay, you guys, this is the deal. Izzy held up her hands, trying to take charge, or being traumatized. Mott, Sabrina Murphy, Mott met going to her house. And Mott met going to find out what the truth really is. Mott, ka ne e ve kepit. That it was a lie. She clapped her hands, an oddly triumphant look on her face. Wantay, wide-eyed. What? She knew. You went back and found out? Only Min Hintal. Izzy's eyes gleamed with renewed purpose. Her neighbor told me she got in at Mott Fee noon, and Mott met going over there right now to uncover the truth. We know, Chloe cried, rushing to stop her. Bonda be bad. No, Chloe. Mother got put this to bed, girl, Izzy declared, already striding towards the door. Mott vev been through too much with Dave, not to check this out. Mott met sorry, honey, but Mott met going over there. Onewit eyes, Tromit, rummaging. In her bag. Nah. Mott met going to get some Vaseline, because this is going to be some serious old school cat fight. Someone is going back to the Stone Age. Old if you be 10. Chloe threw her hands up in exasperation. Nobody is fighting. You don't know Izzy like Mott do. Izzy is not fighting. Come on. Why all know Mott met trying to change? All know back in the day, Yui. As this whole non-violent Martin Luther King peaceful talk. But then somehow, Izzy, all Malcolm X. You Galway said, whole Malcolm X, by any means necessary situation. We pumped her fist. Mott met with Malcolm. Izzy, let's get it. Chloe was distraught. No, is wrong. This is wrong. She grabbed Izzy's arm. Izzy, are you coming back for blood, or are you going for peace? Gwyn, quite traumatized, looked at Cassie, enthusiastic readiness for battle, and Chloe's horrified plea for reason. The memory of the charred tie flickered. Hell yeah. Mott met going for the truth. And maybe a little direct persuasion. Boyten Rikimen. Offitly, as the two Rikin. An unlikely duo of vengeance and righteousness marched out of Bella Diva, leaving a faint scent of hairspray and impending chaos in their wake. The Sabrina Murphy incident, it seemed, was far from over. Unde S. Confession and the Mother S. Secret. Ombanatized. The sleek chrome and glass offices of the Global Sports View network buzzed with the nervous energy of live television. Dave Jenkins, co-host of C Sports Now, wiped the bead of sweat from his brow as the director's voice echoed in his earpiece. Ushis. All right, and we re-clear, the director boomed, followed by a collective sigh of relief from the crew. Good show, fellas. Great take, Dave. Orsenschliting. Listenaby. From the morning's domestic the compliment. He leaned back in his anchor chair, trying to shake off the lingering sense of unease. What's so good, guys? He mumbled, tossing his cue cards onto the desk. Andre. Mott mean, our guest today. He literally came with a poodle, with quick-witted. Kenny, the show's quick, sarcastic production assist, strode onto the set, holding a sheaf of mail, often ophilized. You have a poodle on the show, Dave. It looked little out of place. He was like feet together, darling, to the cameraman. A 64-year-old walking a little poodle around the studio, only dressed. Dave waved him off. He turned to Arthur Art Findlay, his co-host and business partner, a man whose earnest demeanor often balanced Dave's dry wit. Hey, Mort was watching the monitor. Art. You guys were great, honestly. Wanted, grateful. Art nodded. Thanks, Kenny. You were too much, though. That bit about the old broken down thing never works yet. Is always. Here was that directed at Motfe, our sponsor. Gushin shrugging. And the soda machine is broken too. Just saying. Maybe they related. Often in traumatized. The set door swung open, and Veronica Ronnie Monroe entered, radiating a polished glamour that felt a tad out of place amidst the sports equipment and scattered cables. Ronnie was Richard's girlfriend, and unfortunately for Dave, she was also his ex-fiancée, a fact that often grated on his nerves. Only Nabi. She carried a carefully curated designer lunch bag on Baby. Baby. Mott, I'm so proud of you and your new show. Ronnie cooed, rushing to Greg and pressing a dramatic kiss onto his cheek. Quand. Dave sighed. Thank you, honey, Greg mumbled, a flicker of discomfort in his eyes. Ronnie turned to Dave, a saccharine smile on her face. Thank you, baby. Look, Mott brought you some lunch. She gestured towards her elaborate lunch bag, all slightly. You hungry? Ronnie pressed, pushing a small container towards him. Unwenem. Don't say a word, Ronnie. Smile tightened further. Mott met. Not saying anything, Dave. Art interjected. Never one to hold back. A few words, actually. I mean, that S messed up. She S your ex, Dave, and they just flaunting it in your face. It's S hard. No, Mott, I'm serious. This is crazy. And why is she here all the time, Greg? Ostakamatan, who had just returned from a quick costume change. Greg had a penchant for expensive watches, expensive oblivious, and a casual obliviousness that sometimes bordered on the infuriating. Greg merely shrugged, accustomed to Art's bluntness. Kenny, can you just go get the mail or something? Stacking up, yeah, go get the mail. Ungentle. Greg, Art insisted. There's something wrong with this picture. Traumatized. Ever the provocateur. Nodded. He does have a point. Ronnie's here a lot. Man, Mott tried to tell him, but Greg's going to have to find out the hard way. Konisten. Yep, commusing Yoli beat. Ronnie just preened, basking in the attention, while Greg looked mildly bewildered, offered in listening tized. Art clapped Dave on the shoulder, attempting to shift the mood. Hey, but how was your night, Dave? You seem lighter, Isabella says. Dave admitted. Art? A small, genuine smile finally breaking through. Really, Isabella says she forgives me and she believes in me. She says we gonna work it out. Kuni traumatized. Out for you, my man, Art said approvingly. No more drama, right? That's what Mott met talking about. On a single, discreet envelope. No mail, boss. But this letter just got dropped off at the studio. From Sabrina Murphy. He held it out to Dave, who snatched it with a grimace. Rest on the envelope. Oh, you are. Oh, hell no. Come on, man. You know what? No, you know what? This is gross. And Mott met paperless. Mott met doing the whole green thing, Motmet not reading that. He pushed it back towards Kenny, on reading it. Dave, Kenny retorted, his eyes wide. Whoever snatched the letter. No, you should read that. Yeah, it's as good stuff. Come on, Kenny. Help your old brother deal with kep ite. Hat your midlife crisis. He pressed the letter back into Dave's hand. In Dave. Defeated, sighed dramatically. All right, Marcus, I mean Art. Just read it. He tossed the letter onto the desk, pushing it towards Art. Right. Just remind me to choke Kenny later for bringing it. Wee Beanie. Slowly backing away, cleared his throat and began to read aloud, his voice taking on a theatrical solemnity. Dear David, Mott am so sorry for all the problems that Mott caused you. Your wife came to see me this morning at my house, re-traumatized, and Mott told her the truth. Mott told her that you and Mott never met. We were never together, and that Mott don't even have a kid with you, Obley. Mott am no longer friends with. Mott met. So sorry for all the trouble Mott caused you, but your wife knows everything. Art finished when then looked up. His jaw dropped, aquously, tense, felt a slow, triumphant grin spread across his face. Uh-huh. See, she says that she was put up to this by somebody. That is somebody. I mean, that is low down. He looked pointedly at Ronnie, who was now carefully examining her cuticles, attempting to appear aloof. Ontier ignored traumatal dig. Art, however, who that friend could be. Motme. Mean. That is low down, like your friend Greg running around here dating your ex. And Ronnie comes in here every day, bringing him lunch, knowing she is just as low down. Ronnie gasped dramatically, her carefully constructed composure fracturing. Excuse me. Mot mean. Mot met really your friend Dave. And as your friend, I wouldn't eat that food if it was the last meal on Earth. Mot, have some extra lunch right here if you guys want some. A bee bag containing organic kale and quinoa. Art clapped his hand. Oh me, Mot wants some. Mot wants some lunch, Kenny. Mot met not going to enjoy it at all, though. It could actually beat Ronnie at being low down. Intending against Dave, basking in the glow of vindication, shook his head. Mot don't know, Art. But what Mot met more bothered by is that Isabella says she trusts me, and then she goes over to this woman's house anyway. After all that, frowned. True, Mot mean, you got a point. But Dave, you've been through a lot of drama, man. You know, this might be one you just want to let go. Intend to. Art, Dave said, his grin returning, a mischievous glint in his eyes. But only after Mot V made my point. O Chapter 4. Izzy's confession and Leo's interlude. Isabella Izzy Moretti, still reeling from the bombshell confession at Sabrina Murphy's doorstep, stumbled back into the sanctuary of the Bella Diva salon. Kelly coiffed hair was slightly askew. Her expensive silk blouse rumpled, and her usual fierce composure had been replaced by an alarming pallor. Chloe Sterling and Cassie Price, recognizing the distinct aura of impending meltdown, immediately converged on her. Off you guys, Izzy whispered, her voice barely audible over the hum of the hairdryer. She clutched at Chloe's arm, as if for support, her eyes wide with a mixture of horror and dawning realization. He was telling the truth the whole time, we said. Cassie, ever the dramatist, immediately, the whole time. You mean that Sabrina Murphy character was lying about everything? Omenvey kept ite, half fresh tears, betraying a surprising vulnerability. No, no, not Sabrina. Dave. Dave was telling the truth about not having a child with her, and not even meeting her. And Mott burned up his car, Cassie, and his clothes, Oti, to wring her cans. A nervous tick she usually reserved for tax audits. Oh, and Mott was so mean to him. So unbelievably mean. Oh, Mott met in deep, you guys. Mott am in such deep trouble. Traumatize. Chloe, whose calm demeanor was now replaced by a look of bewildered concern, put a comforting arm around Izzy. This is why Maud don't think you should have went over there, Izzy. Maud told you, you just trusted him, let this go, and you would be in this position. Winstead. Motka novi kep, o novi kep. Izzy wailed, her hands now frantically running through her hair. So Dave was telling the truth the whole time. Oh, no. Help me. What am Maud going to do? She buried her face in Chloe's shoulder, her words muffled. Pulling of it. And he was telling the truth, and Maud burned up his car. Oh, so mean to him, the Maud can't believe it. Traumatized. Cassie, however, was unable to suppress a mischievous grin. Yeah, and his jewelry too, remember? He had all this gold melted down to a medallion that said, Maud can't stand your ass. It was a surprisingly well-crafted piece, considering the circumstances. Gontiltais. Izzy, a furious glare, aimed at Cassie. Oh, goodness, will you guys stop it? Maud met, up here, hurting here. Okay, Maud feel bad enough as it is. Maud feel like Maud met going to die from guilt, Cassie. Off now, be. Cassie quickly sobered. Oh? This is why you don't fly off the handle until you get all the information, Izzy. Remember? Malcolm X said, by any means necessary, but not before you check your facts. And Ove, Kep, right? Izzy whimpered, a fresh wave of despair washing over her. Oh, my good guys, what have Maud done to my husband? What have Maud done? She paced the floor of the salon, a wild flurry of silks and regrets. You have to tell him. Maud have to tell him everything. Olten Izzy. Again. Hold on, Izzy. No, she does tea. You don't have to. Dent. Cassie agreed, surprising both Izzy and Chloe with her sudden change of stance. Hold on, Maud go with Leslie on the... Maud thinky on this. Maud think you should. Maud at least Matt Cassie caught herself, blushing slightly, and quickly corrected. Maud mean, you owe him an apology. Command intervened. Wait a second, Izzy. You told him you trusted him. And now you're going to tell him you went behind his back and investigated, and that you burned his stuff for nothing? Or do tell him? Cassie reversed course again, shaking her head vehemently. Gonna use it, guys. Izzy stared at her, utterly overwhelmed. Will you all shut up? She shrieked, clutching her head. Look, there's one more thing, okay? Bill Clinton, in all this. Chloe and Cassie exchanged a confused look. What does Bill Clinton have to do with this? Chloe asked, bewildered. Honestly. Don't ask. Asked. Don't tell, she declared. Her face a mask of sudden determination. The two friends stared, utterly baffled by her non sequitur logic. Repulsion. Later that evening, back at the Jenkins residence, the mood was decidedly less frenzied, though no less peculiar. Dave, still navigating the tightrope of his planned confession, sat at the kitchen counter with Leo. Leo, however, was preoccupied with a different domestic drama. Leo, Dave began, attempting to sound authoritative, yet sympathetic. Don't give Grandma Sylvie too hard of a time, you understand? She is just trying to help out tonight. Into his juice box. Mama, why do Mot have to go over there? Her house smells like mothballs and stale beer. And old people. Like a sad, lost sock drawer. Oh, he inwardly acknowledged Leo had a point. Grandma Sylvie's apartment, while meticulously clean, did possess a certain vintage aroma. Blatized. You ain't never been there, Mama. You ain't never spent a night there. Leo challenged, glaring at his father. Alta a chuckle. It is for one night, Leo. Come on, we need to have some talks. Elias. Offer or dead? Leo asked, his eyes wide. Ornament. Who? Oh, you young folks. No S. Barry White, Leo. As in, Mot love you, baby. Mot need you, baby, baby. Mot need you him, Mot need you, baby, baby. Barry White. He lowered his voice, attempting a deep, resonant rumble, only to crack a little on the higher notes. His hands over his ears. Dad, you keep talking in that deep voice. And you going to bust a spleen. And it S. Barry White, Dad. Barry White. When Mot hear old school music coming from your bedroom, my tent, Obby. And then it means you going to make a lot of noise. Which means the walls are thin. Which means Mot need to go. Come Libby. He launched eyes into a length-faluted explanation that left Dave's head spinning. Honestly, Dave simply nodded. Because you listen through the walls. He nudged Leo towards the front door. Come on, before Mot need to stop by the store. Before Mot get to Granaby, Sylvie's house. Mot met out of mothballs and beer. When they traumatized. Leo dramatically stopped at the door. Ooh, how about this? You give me a gas mask, and we'll be cool. Billy, Dave put on his most serious face. Ooh, you know, how about this? Mot, give you an S-mask mask, and we'll be cool. He then pulled Leo into a rough, affectionate hug. Now, Mot love you, son. Now get your little butt out of here before your mother and Mot burst a spleen with love. Have a good one, Obi. Leo, looking both confused and slightly mollified, finally exited. The house was now empty, quiet. Too quiet. The stage was set for the night's grand theatrical production. Dave's confession, Izzy's confession, and whatever dramatic plot twists fate had in store. Oninui, awfully amatefis. The drive from Sabrina Murphy's had been a blur of recriminations, self-doubt, and frantic mental rehearsals of her apology to Dave. On Dave waiting in the living room, a soft lamp casting a golden glow, setting a surprisingly romantic mood. Musimolt. Hey, she said, her voice a little too bright. Replied, hey, babe, his tone unnervingly calm. Hey, sweetie. So, how was work today? Quanti, honey. It was great, just productive. How was your day, honey? When Mai shrugged. Picking up a remote control. It was good. Same old, same old. Anything exciting happen? He looked at her, his eyes holding a secret challenge. Gentembi, same old. Same old, Izzy repeated. He was playing with her, she could tell. Sos, what's this? She asked, gesturing vaguely at the romantic lighting and a vase of fresh flowers on the coffee table. Auntie pulled her towards him. Baby, Mot, just missed you. Terribly. The house felt so empty. Wentley. Oh, you just missed me, huh? Intimate rumble. So, this is all for me. Pulled his embrace. It's all for you, baby. Everything. She pulled back suddenly, a fresh wave of guilt washing over her. Mot met, sorry, baby. Mot can't he do it? She averted her gaze, unable to meet his eyes. Furrowed. Baby, why? What is it? Her English voice was choked with emotion. Mot di uete, have so much pain in my heart, baby, so much regret. Tears welled up in her eyes again. Oh, Marcus, I mean David. Oh no, baby, Mot met so sorry. Oh, honey, please don't cry. She reached for his hand, her own trembling. Plea. Mot met so sorry. Mot met sorry. Mot did not believe you, honey. Mot met so sorry. Mot met sorry. Mot burned up your car and your clothes. Oh, my God, Mot Luglung never touch your stuff again. Mot promise. Oh, baby, please don't cry, David. Touched by her sudden contrition, now felt a cold knot of dread twist in his stomach. She knows. He cleared his throat. Baby, it's me who should be sorry. Baby, now you promise you want to get mad. Okay? Promise? Booby, for his forgiveness, clung to his arm. Baby, Mot promise. Honey, Mot promise. Mot will never fly off the handle again. Mot met, done. Trust me, Mot met, done. This feels good, David. So good. Took a deep breath. This was it. The moment of truth. Because, Mot, gotta tell you, Izzy, I lied. Mot did sleep with her. And that is my baby. He watched her face, searching for a reaction, but prepared for the explosion. Old and have to be. You see, so we need to figure out how we're going to deal with all this, he continued, layering falsehood upon falsehood. Testing her, Mot also told her that if you contacted her to lie to you and say that she didn't even have a kid, Oratovir, which had slowly been paling, suddenly went from white to a deep, dangerous crimson. Her jaw dropped, then snapped shut with an audible click. Whoa, 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 whoa. Have you lost your damn mind, David Jenkins? A thunderous roar. Her voice rose, na final de dwister, omyuntieng. Ha! You re-bout to your mind lost it open here, thinking you re-going to come to this house and try to tell me that stuff. Are you kidding me? You did what? Mot. Don't care what Mot just said. Beginning what? Mot just said. You coming up in this house, trying to tell me that you did what? That is how what we wife got to figure out how to work out? She began to stalk towards him, her eyes blazing. Reaction. Even knowing it was fueled by his own deception, stammered. Well, how to work it out. Well, see, baby, Mot got this letter from Sabrina Murphy today, apologizing to me and telling me that you came to see her today. Now, said you trusted me. Now, that is not trust. And that don't make me feel good. Not at all. Only traumatized. He finished, feeling a perverse sense of satisfaction in turning the tables. Omatul at least. Izzy froze. Her mouth opened and closed silently, her carefully constructed apology crumbling into dust around her. Her eyes widened, a dawning horror drenching her features as the pieces clicked into place. Hulsomati. Her heartfelt confession, Dave's unbelievably cruel lie, designed to expose her. She let out a choked sound, halfway between a gasp and a sob. Unomait sorry, she whispered, grabbing for him, her earlier fury forgotten, voten in a fresh wave of panic. Mot mets. Sos. Okay. She tried to hug him, at least. Dave, still reeling from her unexpected and, in his mind, slightly exaggerated reaction to his fabricated confession, pulled away. Get off me. Mot met sorry, baby. Angela, get off me. Oh God, Izzy. Get off me. Get off me. Oh, baby, baby, you know me. Mott go crazy. You got to forgive me. Get off my. Good night, the front door, seemingly incapable of staying closed tonight, burst open. Grandma Sylvie, dressed in her nightclothes, rushed in, a worried look on her face. He brought me back to get my uniform for the morning, she announced, bewildered by the chaos. Oh, David! What's he going to do? Quandin. At the distraught Izzy, who was now clinging to Dave's leg, whimpering apologies. Gonna be covering his face. Stop, Grandma. Mott got this. Izzy, you got to forgive me. Pomatized. No, Mott, don't want to hear it, David Izzy cried, still clinging to him. Listen, they're going to know that Mott heard it, because Mott hear it. Get up, David. You need to get up, Quantize. Then down at the floor, contemplating his life, choices. This wasn't how he envisioned his romantic reconciliation. Not even close, owning her face. No, Mott met not getting off, baby, Izzy declared, her grip on his leg, tears streaming down her face. Mott met going to keep riding you. Mott met going to keep riding you, David, till you forgive me. Don't go anywhere. On the scene with iced. Grandma Sylvie, the chaotic scene. Izzy, literally riding Dave's leg, begging for forgiveness, while Dave looked utterly miserable. Shook her head slowly, where sorry behest. Another brand new. On TB's, she mumbled to herself, a weary prophet observing the inevitable, before gently closing the door and retreating back to her apartment. Bending again, the silence she kept, ite, hat, unresolved tension, and the lingering aroma of unspoken words. 5. Chapter 5 of Apologies and Canine Companions, the Marital Battleground Sichenli. The morning after dishness enveloped the gently. Isabella, Izzy Moretti, still reeling from the sheer depth of her misjudgment and Dave's unexpectedly cruel counterplay, was a whirlwind of frantic domesticity. On a bride, often a bee. He clattered pots and pans with a vigor that suggested she was punishing the cookware for her own perceived failures. One be at hint. Dave Jenkins, miraculously still asleep in their shared bedroom, was her target for atonement. Breakfast in bed, the ultimate offering from a penitent wife. Fondly, Bademar Sylvie. Grandma Sylvie, meticulously arranging a plate of waffles and bacon with the precision of a seasoned pastry chef. Her eyes were still red-rimmed, a testament to a night spent wrestling with guilt and strategies for forgiveness. Onsignadu in the kitchen. So early, Izzy? Grandma Sylvie asked, her voice calm, a gentle counterpoint to Izzy's frenzied movements. Ompin lispite. Izzy startled. Grandma Sylvie, you scared me. You scared me. Mott met, making breakfast for Dave. In bed, she announced, a faint hopeful blush creeping up her neck. Sylvie raised an eyebrow. A silent, knowing look that spoke volumes. Breakfast in bed? What did you do, dear? Ozzy Izzy as shoulders slumped. Mott did do anything, Grandma Sylvie. Honestly, nothing. Dave. You know, he just Mott did do anything. Coseti atlo. Her eyes twinkling vevke, te. He kept ite, hot amusement. Gometing comwed. Izzy girl, Mott know you. Mott raised your husband, remember. When you re-cooking something other than his usual scrambled eggs on a Tuesday, and you re-bustling in the kitchen before the sun decides to officially commit to the day, it means you did something. Big. situation. Izzy sighed, a long, weary exhalation. Okay, fine, Grandma Sylvie. I messed up. You remember that little small incident we had when Mott thought he was cheating? Amelie. Small incident, Grandma Sylvie repeated, her voice deadpan. You mean when you burnt up his favorite suit and tried to set fire to his car with a particularly noxious blend of lighter fluid and resentment, and then blamed the neighbor's cat, Kumabi. Details, mere details, and his jewelry, and the vintage watch he bought with his first C Sports now bonus, which you thought Mott threw down the disposal. B. Grammar. Sylvie snorted. Yes, easy. Mott, remember your version of details. So, what is the updated version of this domestic thriller? Brightened, a new, almost childish hope shining in her eyes. Well, guess what? It turns out that Dave was telling the truth the whole time, untimidly. Can you believe that? He didn't even know that woman, Sabrina Murphy. She gestured emphatically with a spatula. Mott was wrong on, imagine that, playing on her lips, then Satan Sewell. Then chuckled softly, laboriously. He's Ted. Stop laughing, Grandma Sylvie, because it's not funny. Okay, Grandma Sylvie. You told me he was telling the truth. Man, Mott just feels so bad. Mott didn't believe him. Mott lung tell you, all night trying to let him know how sorry Mott am. Sorry in 17 different inflections. Old yes. Grandma Sylvie raised a cautionary hand. Now Izzy. Mott don't want to hear anything about that freaky deaky bedroom business. These walls, as Leo so astutely points out, are thin. They're traumatized. Izzy blushed crimson, quickly stammering. Mott was talking. Grandma Sylvie, talking, nothing else. Just sincere, heartfelt apologies. Or in traumatize. All right, Grandma Sylvie said, patting her hand. But you young girls, Mott have to check. Sometimes you just don't know what to do. You think cooking a breakfast is going to make him forgive you. Especially your cooking, dear. On traumatize. Izzy put a hand on her hip. It's a start, Grandma Sylvie, and Mott can cook. Dave just has refined tastes and an unfortunate allergic reaction to my famous mystery stew. Theatrical sigh. True. You have the qualities of a top chef. From a prison, perhaps, where robust stomachs are cultivated out of necessity. But a top chef? No, dear. Oceantly. Exploration. Grandma Sylvie. Come on, how do Mott make it up to him? Seriously. Unnode. First thing, Grandma Sylvie said, her Ivor cook, again. Not for forgiveness, not for anything. Leave the culinary arts to Dave, dear. It S for everyone, S safety. We deflated. Okay, Grandma Sylvie, come on. You got to help me out here. You got to help me out, Mott need actual advice, Grandma Sylvie said. Simply. Then added. And also he is a man. And they will usually get past things quicker than a woman. Especially when you give him a few reasons to get his mind off it. She waggled her eyebrows suggestively. Ruth herself grinned. Okay, get his mind off it. How? Consolation. Her voice a low, gravelly whisper. Well, let's say you made that bed last night, dear. Now, you've got the leg in it, so to speak. Even if he say, laying on top of you, thinking about how foolish you were. Always wide. Didn't you just say no freaky deaky, dreaky, granaby? Grandma Sylvie? Automatized. Grandma Sylvie scoffed. Mott met not, but the bed of marriage is undefiled, Izzy. Hallelujah. You married, ain't it you? Mott, know what you got to do. Just don't share with me the details, mind you, because I want to be able to look at him in the face without turning colors for a month. On being traumatized. A genuine, unburdened sound. Mott have never shared with you the details, Grandma Sylvie. You know that. Mott can know of a kep. Grandma Sylvie nodded. But like your son says, these walls are thin. And the last time I worked late, and you all were up there in that room, girl, Mott was blushing so much on the fachatlaw face again. It sounded like a symphony of passion and a herd of elephants. Making love. And then there was that unfortunate moment when Dave thought Mott was still asleep and yelled, "Grandma Sylvie!" was called a plumber. Fit. The indignity innate from upstairs.